There you go.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته everybody. السلام عليكم Ahmed.
Walaikum assalam.
Assalamu alaikum Maryam.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you guys doing?
Alhamdulillah.
Long painful homework yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not too hard though, was it?
No.
Kind of.
Kind of hard?
Like medium.
Okay, let's see how we fared in the homework.
Okay.
Obviously if we do all of it, it would take too much time. So Jawad, why don't you just collect some numbers, 10 numbers, the first 10, and we shall go over those, and then the remainder in the break, you can answer those, yeah?
Sure.
So let's do that. So what numbers do we want to cover?
We should do number 10.
Yeah, number 10.
Actually, before we do that, before we take numbers, let me just give you guys some shortcuts, okay? So what I'm going to do, when I see an exercise like this one, I try to break it down. Like I say, okay, I'm going to go through all of these and see which ones are names or which ones are combinations,
Yeah.
right? And I just kind of do those first and get them all out of the way, and then do all the ones with ending sound first, or second. So it just makes it easier, because then you're dealing with all the same kind of question at the same time. So by that explanation, if I was doing this as a student, I'd say, okay, I'll do number 3, and then number 4, because it has a combination, and then number 7 has a combination, and number 10 actually also has a combination. It's light, aini, but it's still light, right? So it's still a combination. And then what you can see on the screen, you can see number 16, ina, is a combination, and then ati is a combination, right? And then ani over here, I missed that one. Ani is a combination. Ina is a combination. Ana is not, furqana, right? Because we only know of ani as a combination, so that's definitely not a combination. And then rasulani, I see the ani. Al-fili waladan ayatan raji'una. Una is a combination. Ghafilina is a combination. Right? And al-jannataini is a combination. Rajulaini above that is a combination. And nisa husna says mahjubun. Very cool word. Mahjubun. Al-alamin. You know what hijab means?
Yeah.
What does hijab mean?
Like a scarf.
Actually, it doesn't. In the Quran, hijab has nothing to do with scarf.
Oh.
That's the word khimar. Hijab actually has to do with a curtain.
Oh.
Or a veil. Like this wall that these guys can't see, or this bookshelf, is serving as a hijab from the other side, because I can't see the other side.
Oh, yeah.
So between us and the outside is this hijab.
Oh, okay.
So that's actually a hijab. Hijab is actually a screen or any barrier that keeps you from seeing the other side.
Yeah.
That's called a hijab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah, now you do.
Yeah.
Mahjubun are people that are screened, meaning they're on the other side. They can't see.
The wrong side?
They're either side, but they're not able to see what others see.
Oh, okay.
So maybe like if, you know how, not that you watch movies because you're so Islamic,
I
but
know,
sometimes
yeah.
they have these action movies, astaghfirullah, where they
Astaghfirullah,
have like
Azim.
bad guys, astaghfirullah, who come out of a van, astaghfirullah, and they have like the hood, and they put it on top of a guy, right,
Yeah,
astaghfirullah, and then they throw him in a van, astaghfirullah. It's like, where are you taking me, astaghfirullah? And they're like, you'll find out soon, inshallah. So, but
He said it.
so I'm keeping up with the Islamic theme.
Yeah.
So, but the point is, the when he's covered and the guy can't see, he's mahjub. He can't see what everybody else sees, because there's a veil keeping him from seeing. He's, in a sense, he's blinded, right? So.
Like a
Anyway, so that's, the reason I'm doing that, not to answer all the questions, but to show you that, one way to really solve problems like these is just kind of the things we did that narrow problems down. You can just do those now. So sajidina, right? Sajidina is ina.
Yeah.
And ina should tell you 3 things immediately. Like muslimuna, muslimina, muslimina. Any combination from page 6, any combination, gives you 3 answers simultaneously. And the first thing, because it's from the masculine chart on page 6, the first chart, it's masculine, so the gender is done.
Yeah.
Ina is twice, so it could be nasab or jar, and it's in the plural column, so it's 3.
Yeah.
So 3 or NJ 3
Mas.
and masculine NJ 3M, right? Now when I did that, well, you know what? Mu'minina number 16 is the same, 19 is the same. At least the status number gender is the same. Ghafilina is the same,
Yeah.
right? Alamina is the same. So I got NJ3, 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 NJ3. I didn't do 4 properties, I did 3 properties. At least for those words, the fourth property would be, does it have al or not? If it's got al, I'll put proper. If it doesn't have al, I'll put common. So in number 3, I'll put proper. In number 16 I'll put proper. Or sorry, in number 3, I'll put common, sorry, because there's no al. And number 16, I'll put proper because there is an al. In number 19, I won't put it. I'll say common because there's no al. And then al-alamina, I'll put proper because there is an al.
Yeah.
Right? So now that became a quick way to solve
Yeah.
this problem. Because if you stop at 1 and kind of do it, and but some of you are pretty intuitive, so you looked at a question as like, hey, I did this already over here.
Yeah.
So you probably copied answers from other parts too. And that's a good thing because once you get good at recognizing that and seeing the pattern, that not every question is a new question. It's actually much of the same old question,
Yeah.
right? So that helps solve problems very, very quickly. One thing you can do, because you know, status, number, gender go together, and then type is kind of a separate little thing.
Yeah.
So one thing you could do is when you have a quiz or an exam like this, is you could say, you know what, let me just deal with type and get that out of the way.
Yeah.
And then for all of them, and then I'll come back and look at status, number, gender.
Yeah.
Right? You could do that too. That saves a lot of time. So like, okay, I'll just go through all the names because names are always proper. Right? So Nuh will be proper, the word Allah will be proper, Ibrahim will be proper in the second line.
Isa.
Isa number 11 will be proper. Good. So we're just looking for names now, right? Maryam will be proper.
Al-Mad.
Dallas is the name of a city. Yathrib is the name of a city. So those are both proper.
Al-Fil, isn't that like an elephant?
Elephant is not a guy
Oh.
or not a particular
Oh,
person, right? Misr is the name of a country, so that's proper,
Yeah.
right?
But we didn't do that.
Yeah, we didn't do that. And that's it. Those are all proper because they're names. Then I can go back and say, well, what else makes a word proper? Al makes a word proper. Well, you find al on something, properize it. Al-Qarnayn, you know, and then al-Fujjar, al-Anhar, al-Mu'minin, al-Nas, al-Thamarat, al-Furqan, al-Malaika, al-Samawat, al-Fil, al-Ghafilin, al-Qiyamah, al-Jannatain, al-Nisa, al-Husnah, al-Rih, al-Qasas, al-Aswaq, al-Alamin, al-Ula, al-Qamar, al-Najm. All al's proper,
Yeah.
right? So I got names done, right? And then al words done.
Yeah.
So now I can pretty much go back and guess that the rest of them are going to be common, unless they're pronouns or one of those special
Yeah.
words, right? So then it's going to be atiyatun is common, ummatan is common, is common, you know. Let's see, sahirani doesn't have, well, we did that one already. Sahir is common, sabil is common, and then al-malaika won't be because it's got al on it, al-ard won't be. Waladan is common, 31. Ayatan is common. You see how that's getting easier now?
Yeah.
Qa'imun. So you could take one thing, one property. I need you to remember this. Status, number, gender are packaged together.
Yeah.
So you think of them as one thing, and then type is a separate thing,
Yeah.
right? So when you have, so one way to go is just think about type, solve it, and then come back and do status, number, gender. And even when you think about status, number, gender, you can do you can do the combinations first.
Yeah.
Combinations are always easier because they tell you status, number, and gender immediately.
Yeah.
Right? So that just solves the question quickly. And then you can come back to ending sounds. And then ending sounds are pretty straightforward most of the time anyway. Right?
Yeah.
So I did have you mark some of these as not human broken plurals or non-human broken plurals.
Yeah. That
Those
was 12.
that's because we spent a lot of time doing that, and I wanted you to kind of do those first. Those
okay.
problem questions, right? So because they're either going to be human broken plurals or
Non-human.
non-human broken plurals. And even if you don't know what they mean, if you have that much information if you just know that they're either human or non-human, then you can
Yeah.
you kind of do the rest. Is it going to get 2 answers? Is it going to get 1 answer?
Yeah.
All that stuff that we did before, right? So having said all of that, to lessen the blow of this review, Now I'll take whatever numbers you guys want to throw at me. So go ahead, Jawad, give me some numbers.
All right, number 10.
Okay, number 10. Dira'i. Sure, that's a tough one. So the way I would tell you how to go about solving a problem like number 10 is a couple of ways. Okay, so let's go through one way. Let's get straight to the answer first. If I said muslimaini, then you would say this is two nasab or jar.
Yeah.
You're pretty comfortable with that, right? And if I said give me the light version of it, you would say muslimay,
Yeah.
right? Now in the same way, if I said dhira'aini,
Yeah.
aini, you would still say two nasab or jar, just like you said for muslimaini.
Yeah.
And if I said give me the light version of that, you would do this.
Yeah.
So you're used to taking the heavy version and turning it into the light version.
Yeah.
Dhira'i is tricky because it was the light version
Yeah.
and you couldn't figure it out unless you discovered what the heavy version was
Yeah.
going to be. But let's just say you forgot that it's going to be the heavy version of aini. The quick way to remember that is, you know how you do ani, aini, aini? You can say ani, aini, aini, or it's going to be a, ai.
Oh,
Or una, ina, ina can also sometimes be what? U, e. Right? That'll make it quicker for you to discover.
Yeah.
So it's not a problem-solving exercise every time. Just like in the ending sounds you did un, an, in. And you also said u, a, e, right? Un or u, an or a, in or e. The same way, ani, aini, aini could also be ani or a, aini or ai, aini or ai. Una or?
Ina.
Light version. Una or? U. Ina or?
E.
Ina or?
E.
Good. Atun or?
Ati.
Atu.
Atu, yeah.
Atu. Atin or?
Ati.
Ati. Atin or?
Ati.
Ati. Ani or?
I. Wait.
Ani or? Light version?
I.
Ani. Just to drop the ni.
Ni. Oh.
So Ani or?
I.
Annie.
Listen to this. Ani or? What do you drop?
The.
The ni.
What's left?
Oh, okay.
But when I say ani or, you say I. Ouch. Ayaya. Ay caramba.
Ay, caramba.
Ay Dios mío. You say a lot of different things. But I'm saying ani, the light version will be what? And aini, the light version will be ay. That's it. So based on that, dhira'i is simply just dhira'i ay caramba, yeah. I wrote that, yeah. Somebody says, oh, you're learning the Arabic? Show me what your Arabic class, Show me the class Arabic. It's a live video. Show me what, ay caramba, this is what you're learning? Huh? Astaghfirullah al-azim. Arabic. That's how I do. Sorry. It's so terrible. But anyway, dhira'aini, the light version. Dhira'i. Whatever answer you were going to get for dhira'aini, number, gender, type, right, is going to be the same. So it's going to be, it's two, it's nasab or jar, and it's masculine. Actually, it can be considered feminine because it's a pa and there's two of those. So it can be considered feminine, but that's up to debate. That's okay. The other question is, well, the tricky part was, is it proper or common?
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's the hard thing. This is something that you need to kind of get used to. I said over and over again something that we didn't really think about more, and we're going to force ourselves to think about it more now. Okay. Words are normally supposed to be heavy, and you have to have a really good reason to make them light. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's think about that differently now. If I see muslimu, you're my Arabic students. I show you the word muslimu. Are you able to tell me that it's light or heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like.
It's light. The moment you see an ism that's light in Arabic, you have to say something's wrong.
Yeah.
What happened to you? Who did this to you? You know, how did you lose so much weight? What happened to your noon?
Yeah.
You used to be so nice and fat, and now you're like light. What? And you say, there's only one of 4 bullies that did this to you.
Yeah.
4 reasons could have made you this, right? Now the thing is, the status, the number, and the gender. How many properties are there? 4.
4, yeah.
Status, number, gender, and
type.
Okay, but the status, the number, and the gender, you can tell for muslimu whether it's light or heavy.
Okay.
3 properties, still clear.
Yeah.
But the fourth property will not be clear until you figure out why it became light. Proper or common will not become clear until you discover why is Muslimu light. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, 4 reasons for a word to be light. Let's talk about that. One reason is Muslimu, let's say Makkah. The Muslim of Makkah.
Yeah.
The Muslim of
Makkah.
Makkah, right? This is a mudaf and a
Mudaf
mudaf ilayh. When the mudaf ilayh is proper, then the mudaf becomes
Proper.
that time Muslimu is proper. But if I made it Muslimu Madinatin, or let's say Muslimu Qaryatin, the Muslim of a village. Qarya, a village.
Yeah.
Okay? Muslimu Qaryatin. This is still a mudaf and a mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
But this time Qaryatin is common. You see that?
Yeah.
If it was proper, it would have been
Qariyati.
How do you-
Al-Qaryati.
excellent. Al-Qaryati.
Al-Qaryati.
Maryam is absolutely right. Good job, Maryam. Solid. Al-Qaryati, the village. Qaryatin is common. Because it's common, Muslim will also be considered common. But if I don't tell you whether the word coming after is Al-Qaryati
Yeah.
or Qaryatin,
Yeah.
you're not going to know if Muslimu was supposed to be proper or common.
Yeah.
So when a word is light, when an ism is light, I can tell status, I can tell number, I can tell gender. I can tell status is still Rafa.
Yeah.
I can tell it's still one Muslim. I can still tell gender is masculine.
Yeah.
I can tell status, number, gender. But I'm no longer able to tell type.
Type. Yeah.
The same thing happens with a word like nisa'u. I said, okay, some people said, Ustad, why didn't you say nisa is common? Notice nisa is light. You see that?
Yeah.
When it's light, I can tell status, I can tell number, I can tell gender, but I need more information before I can tell type.
Type. Yeah.
Okay? Because I don't know enough
Yeah.
to be able to say. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah.
So that was one of the kinds of complications. When words become light, the proper common is not an easy answer. So it could be proper, could be common. We don't know enough. Other questions?
Number 12.
Number 12.
So what?
Numero 12.
Número 12?
12, yeah, it's Spanish.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say German.
Not there yet. Schweisisch?
Schweizisch? Weifisch?
I don't know. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was up to 10.
Yeah.
I don't know, 11, 12. I'll get there.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
Yeah, you gotta relearn your
Ich
native
bin
play.
gut. Okay. Human, broken, plural is what I wrote on top.
Yeah.
Right? Al-Fujar means sinners.
Okay.
The word means sinners. Sinners are people, right?
Yeah.
It's not talking about cats.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Right,
thought
evil
Al-Fujjar-
cats are-
Yeah. See, I thought this was talking about the morning, so I tried to series.
You know, you're right. And you know, this warrants a conversation because it sounds like Fajr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I try to series this and be like, how do you say people that pray in the
Fajr people? People that pray the morning. Okay, let me tell you what really happened here. So Fajr has the letters Fa.
Yeah. And then Siri just gave me like some weird answer.
Okay, well, don't ask Siri again. Fa, Jim, and Ra.
Yeah.
And Fajr has the same letters, right?
Yeah.
These are called root letters. I'll teach you all about them one day, inshallah. When we do sarf, you're gonna learn all about that stuff. Actually, in the next intensive, you'll learn about that. You know, like a lot of times you hear somebody giving a lecture, like the root letters are blah blah blah, and you're like, is that a tree that has letters at the bottom? If you dig the root, why do you say the root letters? Right?
That's such an American accent. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's actually like solid.
So what? The rest of it is what, a Punjabi accent? What-
No, it just sounds like really American, like truly like pure American. Like you were born in Texas and like
No, that's not a Texan accent at all.
no, it sounds like it's like
It ain't like that. so anyway, so Fajr is called Fajr because actually the word Fajr has to do with explosion.
oh
The word Fajr actually means explosion. So infijar is actually explosion.
yeah
إِذَا السَّمَاءُ انفجرت in the Quran, when the sky explodes.
oh because
Okay.
it comes like bright.
Judgment Day, it's going to explode. The darkness is blanketing the sky at nighttime, and then the light explodes and pierces through it.
Yeah.
and the sun explodes onto the scene, and that's why it's actually called
Fajr.
Fajr.
Oh, okay.
It's the explosion of light.
Yeah, okay.
Fajr or Fujar is sinners because the idea is they, like sometimes you're in an argument and you want to say something bad. It comes in your head and there's a highway that goes from your head all the way to your tongue, your brain to your tongue, right? Like, I'm going to say this really bad word right now, right? And it explodes out of you.
Yeah.
Or you think I should punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Right? So from the thought of punching to the face, traveling to the shoulder to the fist, there's a journey, right?
Yeah.
For some people, once the thought comes, they explode into action.
Yeah.
Or they explode into the word.
Yeah.
They don't put the brakes on. Those people are sinners because they don't know how to stop themselves from exploding.
Yeah.
Right? That's why they're called fujar.
Yeah.
So it does have something in common with fajr in that
Yeah.
it's the explosion of light, and fujar are people who just don't know how to stop themselves.
Oh, okay.
They're impulsive.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So there's different words in the Quran for people that do sins. That's one of them.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
People that don't control.
It wasn't Fajr.
It was and wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So al-fujar is a human broken plural.
Yeah.
That means that as far as number and gender are concerned, you're going to get two answers.
Yeah.
Right? One answer is definitely singular feminine.
Yeah.
Right? Singular feminine, jar and proper. Jar I got from the e at the end,
Yeah.
and proper I got from the l in the beginning. Right? So that's clear.
Yeah.
Now the jar and the proper is going to be there for the second answer too.
Yeah.
The only thing that's going to be different is definitely it's plural this time.
Yeah.
Because I already told you it's human, even if you don't know what it means. And you don't know if it's men or women, so maybe you didn't write the answer masculine.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, 99% of the time, it's going to be masculine because I couldn't think of any words that are broken plurals just for females. So, and there must be, but they're very, very few, and there's certainly not an issue in the Quran. So when you see a human broken plural, you can go with masculine.
Okay.
And the only exception will be nisa,
Yeah. Because.
because that just means women,
Yeah.
right? So at least in the Quran's context, your answer is going to be plural and masculine. Let's take another question. That's 2 now. We'll take 10.
All right. 17.
I want you to randomize it too, because I don't want to prioritize by lower to higher numbers. Because then some people will say I was discriminated against because I picked question number 43.
I took them all random, but then I arranged them in lower to higher.
I see.
You should put them into like a generator. Like.
Athamarat. No, he did the right thing. Athamarat. Athamarati. First thing always sound or combination.
That's a Marathi. This is a combination.
That's right. It's a combination. It's the plural
17?
feminine combination. Okay?
Yeah.
Because it's the plural feminine combination, our answers are going to be nasab or jar.
Jar, yeah.
Where did I get nasab or jar? Atun, atin, atin. And with al, it would be al-muslimatu, al-muslimati, al-muslimati. So athamarati could be nasab and it could be jar.
See, I
So it's
told you.
nasab or jar.
I put that too.
Yeah, I helped out. Big brother. Little brother.
Aren't you younger?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he is.
but I'm stronger, so it means something.
No, it doesn't.
Brain power, intellect.
Anyway, athamarati,
Yeah.
nasab or
Jar.
jar. And it's the plural chart.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with
3.
3. It's feminine chart, so we're going to go with feminine. And it has al in the beginning, so we're going to go with proper.
Yeah.
Right? What did you get wrong?
I put
put
1
one.
by accident. It's because I was doing this
Okay,
really
actually,
late.
1 is crazy enough, possibly right too, but put 3.
Okay.
And so let's talk about why 1 might also be right. Yesterday I covered this, so if you guys are confused about it, I really want you to watch that part of the video again. I talked to you guys about how because you don't know the meanings here, and I purposely didn't tell you the meanings. So if you got the answer plural feminine, that's completely fine.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to tell you the meaning and make your life harder for this word.
Okay.
Okay? This means fruits.
Fruits. Yes.
Thamarat is fruits. Fruits are human or non-human?
Non-human.
Okay. When you see a feminine combination at the end and it's non-human, is that the case here?
Yes.
When you see a non-human atun, atin, atin, then you get 2 answers.
Oh, okay.
If it's non-human and it's feminine, you get 2 answers.
Yeah.
One answer you already learned from the beginning, it's plural feminine,
Yeah.
3F. And the other answer is going to be 1F.
1F, yeah.
They can say 1F too, for grammatical reasons.
Yeah.
Okay? So that would be the number 17. But if you didn't get 1F, it's completely fine because I didn't tell you what the word means.
Yeah.
Okay?
Was there a purpose for not
Yeah.
telling us?
Yes, because I want you to start recognizing things even if you don't know what they mean. You can see grammar without meaning. Crazy enough.
Yeah. I mean, that is pretty cool, yeah.
It is a pretty cool thing. You don't even know what the word means and you can tell me things about it. Right?
Yeah.
That's a powerful skill.
It is.
Now, once you know what it means, your knowledge of it is so rich.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of people, like, I emphasize grammar so much. Like, you would think if I was teaching you a language, I should teach you vocabulary, like fruits and trees and birds. And, you know, I should just vocabulary, and that's how you learn a language.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you learn a basic language. Allah's chosen language for final revelation, you want to understand how everything works. And then finally you want to add words on top of that.
Yeah.
Right? It's almost like, you know, when they build a building, they first make a foundation, then they put these frames, it looks like a skeleton.
Yeah.
Right? And then they add the bricks and
Yeah.
the walls and things like that. So the grammar is like the frame. And people look at it, I can see right through that. You don't even have any bricks on there. Yeah, but without that, it wouldn't stand properly.
Yeah.
If somebody says, but I really want the bricks, forget about this whole framing thing, and they start putting bricks on top of each other,
Yeah.
what's going to happen?
It's gonna fall.
It's going to fall. It's going to collapse. It's not stable, right? You're going to get a pile of mess at the end, but it's not going to be
Yeah.
staying in place. Once you have grammar, every brick is staying in the place where it's supposed to.
Yeah.
You understand? That's actually what grammar is going to do for us. It's going to create a framework for Arabic and for studying the language of the Quran. It's a really cool approach to study Arabic. Okay. Other questions?
Number 18.
Number 18. 18. 18. Arabic. 18. Urdu. Okay. How you say in Farsi?
What? Say what?
18.
18? Ashda.
Ajda?
Yeah.
Now I know that too. Ajda.
Ashda.
Sahir.
Sahir.
What did you get from this? Let me ask you what you got.
8. What's this one?
Number 18.
18.
Ajda.
Okay. Ashda. Oh, okay.
It's right there.
Yeah. I got J.
Correct. J in at the end is J.
Jed. Yeah, it's Jed. I got 1.
Right. There's no sign of anything, so
Yeah.
I'll go with 1.
And
Good.
there's masculine.
Good, because there's no sign of feminine.
And
Excellent.
then I got control. C.
Control S.
No.
Safe.
C.
C. Common.
Yeah, common.
Brilliant. Perfectly good answer.
Yeah.
Very good. I mean, if you have a cousin named Sahir and you want to call him proper, that's okay, but Quran's not talking about your cousin named Sahir. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sad that he's got a magical name. This means sorcerer. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, that's a pretty cool name, sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Yeah. Sounds
Well,
like
it's kind of haram, but
that. Yeah,
okay,
it is haram, but
21.
stuff.
21. Al-Furqana.
Al-Furqan.
Mariam, would you like to tell me what you got?
Sure. Okay, so
And for everything you got, can you tell me how you got it?
yeah, okay, so al-furqana, that is al-furqana. The na goes with nasab, so it's nasab,
Good.
and it's 1 because it's singular.
Yes.
It's masculine because it's on the masculine chart.
It's masculine because there's no sign of
Oh
feminine.
yeah, and it has al, so it's proper.
Wonderful. Pretty good. I like it. What else you got? And if some people thought this was a pair, it can't be a pair because the pair is Muslimani, not Muslimana.
Yeah.
Muslimana.
No,
37.
no.
37. 37.
37 is the first line. Al-Jannataini.
Al-Jannataini.
Yeah.
Well, let's work backwards this time. Is
My
it proper
brain
or
is
common?
Oh, this is proper or common? This is, I think, let me check. It's proper.
No, don't check. Look at it.
It's proper
Proper. Why?
because of the Al.
Simple.
Yeah.
Jannataini sound or combination, buddy?
I'm trying to. Oh, okay. Al-jannataini. Oh, that's a combination.
Yeah, which one?
Aini was.
It's a
nasab and
with
jar.
like lettuce and
It's nasab
tomatoes.
and jar.
Huh?
It's nasab and jar.
Okay. No, somebody with fries.
Yeah.
You want the sandwich or the combo?
She's obsessed with fries too.
Really?
Yeah.
What are your favorite fries?
What?
What are your favorite fries?
In and out. Fries are pretty good.
Yeah, they are pretty good.
They are pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, I'm really glad you didn't say McDonald's because I would rather eat paper than
I mean,
it probably has more nutritional value than.
I mean, we used to eat them whenever we were kids, like a lot.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay,
everybody
Al
did
Jannat. So Aini,
Yeah.
Nasab or
that. Jad.
Nasab or Jar.
Yeah.
Nasab or Jar.
And then it's feminine.
It is feminine.
Yeah, it's proper.
How'd you get feminine?
Well, it's 'cause it's on the feminine chart.
Yes, Aini.
Tiny.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Okay, how many we got left?
4 left.
Okay.
Next up is 41 and 42 after that.
41.
41.
it's on the second.
Al-Husnah.
Al-Husnah.
My daughter's name.
Al-Husnah.
I was just hanging out with her yesterday.
That's cool. Did you go to the park yesterday?
I did go to the park
It
yesterday.
was too hot.
It was too hot. Anyway,
How is it hot in Texas? Like at this time?
that's a silly question.
Yeah.
How is it hot in Texas?
Like it's October.
How is it
man.
sandy in the desert?
How is it sandy in the desert?
Al-Husnah.
Al-Husnah. Oh, this is a name.
No, it's not a name in the Quran. Do you know of a lady named Husna in the Quran?
No.
No, I
Like,
just
I've
named her
met
after a
people.
word.
No, but I'm not like I think I've met somebody named that.
Yeah, I met somebody named that. I named her.
Oh.
But
Okay.
the thing is that we can't use that for Quran study
Oh, okay.
because pretty sure there's no lady named Husna in the Quran,
Oh, okay.
right? So Bushra, Husna, you might know them, but they're not in the Quran for sure,
Yeah.
right? So Al-Husna means the best.
Oh, okay.
Al-Husna also means the most beautiful,
Oh, okay.
okay? The best or the most beautiful.
Okay.
So,
Oh, I know this one.
status, go ahead.
Status is because it has the this is the it's not Tamarbuta, it's Alif Maqsura, right?
Allah!
Yeah.
Aqim as-salat. He just gave a khutbah right here. He doesn't know much Arabic. You can just say Alif Maqsura and then Aqim as-salat. Allahu Akbar. Alif Maqsura. That's called Alif Maqsura. Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Alif Maqsura.
And therefore,
It is so you can't really change it. If you do change it, you're gonna have to change the way it's like built, and so it would be R and J. It would be
yes.
Nasab
Oh
and
my
Jad.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so proud.
Wow.
You got that too?
No.
What did you get?
I got Nasab one, a feminine.
Okay, so you got Nasab, Maryam, because you looked at this, right? And some people got Nasab because they looked at this.
Yeah.
Also, they got Nasab because they heard ah, right? But ah is Nasab. But ah, which is long, double A,
Yeah.
is not Nasab. Because that's not a sound, that's actually a letter. So, Maryam, look at this. Say that.
Ma,
Say that.
ma.
That's Nasab because that's an ending sound.
Yeah.
This is not an ending sound, it's a whole letter. So you can't confuse that one with this one. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're right, Rafa Nasab or Jab.
Yeah.
Very good.
Alif Maqsura. See, I don't know how to say the Alif Manduda.
Mamduda.
Mamduda?
Mamduda, that's it.
Manduda. I said Manduda. Alif Mamduda.
Think of it as ma'am and dude.
Yeah. Mamduda.
Yeah.
Imagine calling the teacher dude.
No, you call the Alif Mamduda ma'am duda.
Mamduda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So it's Rafa Nasab or Jar.
Yeah.
What about the.
It's one.
Good.
And it's feminine because of the. Wait, hold on. I lost it. Oh, no. Yeah, because of the Al it has. And then it would
It's
be.
no, it's not feminine because of the
No,
L.
it's
no.
not. It's 'cause
L
of-
doesn't make anything feminine.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. No, I was going to say it makes it proper.
Good. I'll make it proper. But
Yeah.
what is it, masculine or feminine?
Because this is.
You know it's Alif Maqsura.
Yeah.
Why did you learn about the Alif Maqsura?
Because it makes something feminine.
That's right. So
Oh,
it made it
yeah.
feminine.
Oh, yeah. It's
That's why it's feminine.
cool kids right here, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good one. Tough one and good one.
Yeah.
Let me show you something. We're going to review this later anyway, but. Let me put the harakas on so you guys can read it.
I kind of like the cold weather now. It's cold.
Where did my stuff go? I love the cold weather.
Yeah. It's better than the heat because this summer was way too hot.
Yeah.
You couldn't go outside.
And I usually in Texas summer, I escape.
Uh-huh.
And COVID, I couldn't escape.
Yeah.
So usually in Texas summer, I ended up in like Cape Town or like some other part of the planet where it's still cold.
Uh-huh.
I was like, yeah, I'll go to Australia in July. Sure, yeah.
Netherlands.
Because it's like cold there.
It is?
It is, yeah. That's their winter.
Oh,
It's
really?
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Anyway,
Australia's not made for humans, so I'm just being honest with you.
they're pretty cool humans.
No, it's
I had a
just
lot of fun
Australia. Like, the place, it's not built for humans.
because of the animals they have there.
I'm scared of crocodiles.
Who isn't?
They're so scary. Like, have you seen them? Like, they grow so big.
Okay. Come back to come back
sorry.
from Australia. Al-Husnah. This is something that's many Muslims are familiar with this phrase. It's the words used for describing Allah's names.
Oh,
Okay. This comes from an ayah in surah number 17. Allah says, قُلِ ادْعُوا اللَّهَ أَوْ ادْعُوا الرَّحْمَنَ أَيَّمَّا تَدْعُوا فَلَهُ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى. So call him Allah, call him Ar-Rahman, whatever you may call him, know that the most beautiful names belong only to him.
yeah.
Now, this is definitely not a mudaf and a mudaf ilayh. Why do I say that?
Oh, it's because,
It's definitely not a mudaf and a mudaf ilayh.
oh, 'cause
And I
it
want to
has
know
an-
why. Yeah, the first word has ad,
Yeah.
right?
I'll just ching.
Now, I wanna tell you what al-asma means. It means names, right? And because I told you the meaning,
Yeah.
I want you to come up with 4 properties of this word for me.
Names.
It's Rafa.
It's
Agreed,
Rafa.
Maryam? Very good.
It's one.
It's one. It's
Names?
It's two.
Oh, no.
It's two?
That would be 3 because it's.
It's
plural.
3?
It's plural by meaning.
Hey, that reminds me of something. If it's plural by meaning,
And it doesn't have It doesn't have a combination.
if it's plural by meaning, Maryam,
And it doesn't have a combination. It's a broken plural.
and then you figure out whether it's human or not.
Yeah, it's not human.
So is it?
Yeah, it's not human. So you get 2 answers.
No, if it's non-human, you only get.
Oh, one answer. Yeah.
What's the one answer?
Rafa, 3.
Rafa, three, masculine.
Wait.
Feminine.
That's for a human.
Yeah, it's feminine.
What answer do you get if it's not human? A non-human broken plural is always the same answer.
It's Rafa.
You guys are forgetting.
It's Rafa, 1 feminine.
Yes, 1 feminine.
Yeah.
Now, Maryam, I need you to remember that over again. So we're going to go through that again, okay? Because I really need you to know it. And that is, when you have a broken plural by meaning,
Yeah.
is this a plural by meaning.
Yeah.
Is this plural by meaning?
Yes.
And you discover it does not have an ending combination. Are both of those true?
Yeah.
Then it's a broken plural. That much you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Once you figure out it's a broken plural, there are 2 things that it could be.
Yeah.
It could be human or it could be
Non-human.
non-human. If it's non-human, the answer is always 1F.
Yeah.
If it's non-human, say that for
If
me.
it's non-human,
the answer
so
is
it's
always
1
one
F.
And if it's human, you get 2 answers.
Yeah. I remember that. Okay.
You remember, but you kind of mixed it up a little
Yeah.
bit, both of you. So if it's human, you're going to get 2 answers.
answers.
One of them will still be 1F.
Yeah.
And the other one's going to be
Like-
3 reality.
Yeah.
But this one's definitely going to be 1F
F.
because it is a human, a non-human,
Non-human plural.
broken plural. What's the status?
It's proper because of the al.
Good. That's proper.
Yeah.
Are we in agreement?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Al-Husnah. Let's go through that again. It could be Rafa,
It could be
Nasab, or
Jar.
why? Because it ends like that, so
Yeah.
it could be any one of those, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What about the number?
The number would be 1.
Yeah, because there's no sign of anything else.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the gender?
The gender feminine.
Why?
Because the ending
the
thing makes it feminine.
alif maqsura.
Good.
Yeah, the-
What about the type?
It's proper. because
Proper
of
because of al.
Great. Now I want to make this a little smaller and compare these two. Let me hide this because I don't want to make it any smaller than that. Okay, now we can see all of them. The first one is Rafa 1, feminine proper.
Yeah.
The second one is Rafa Nasab or Jar, also 1, also feminine, also proper. 1 FP over here, 1 FP over here.
Yeah. This is.
Could it be that these two match?
Yeah.
It could be. So it could be that this is Rafa.
Yeah.
If it could match,
It should match.
it does match.
Oh yeah, it does.
Okay. When 2 things match, then they become noun and adjective.
Yeah.
Mawsuf and sifa.
Sifa.
Yeah.
Right? That means that the second word, which means the most beautiful,
Yeah.
is describing the first word,
Adjective.
adjective.
Not an adjective.
So if this is the most beautiful, and that means names, how do you translate al-asma'ul husna?
Names of the most.
No, there's no of. Of is for mudaf and mudaf
Oh, yeah,
ilayh.
names.
This is definitely not mudaf mudaf
The
ilayh.
most beautiful names.
The most
most
beautiful
beautiful
names.
names.
When you translate noun adjective, you just take the second word, say that first, and right after that you say the second
Yeah.
word or first word, and that's your translation. The most beautiful names. It's like in Arabic, you got to translate it in reverse of English. In Arabic, names came first, beautiful came 2nd. In English, beautiful comes first, names come second.
Yeah.
So you just flip the order, and that's your translation. Anyway, so that was a little bit about Al-Husnah. You said 42 also, Jawad?
Yes, and 40.
Okay, sure. An-Nisaa.
And this, I knew this is like some kind of woman.
This is some kind of women. It's women.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
On this one, there's some confusion because when we went over Nisa in the exercise, I think 2 pages
42.
earlier,
It's ready.
Yeah.
you said that we will put a question mark because it didn't have alif lam and it also didn't have tanween.
Right. So but we already explained that today. When it's a mudaf, then you can't get the answer, or when it's light, we can't get that answer. Third answer. So let's go through this, and then I'll come back to that. So an-nisaa, status.
Status, it's nasab.
Now you happen to know the meaning of this word,
Yeah.
women.
Yeah.
So is it plural by meaning?
Yes.
Okay. If it's plural by meaning, help me come.
One, if it's
No,
plural
no,
by
no.
meaning.
The whole thought. What is it? If it's plural
Plural
by meaning,
and it doesn't have a combination.
and
then
it doesn't
you
have a
get,
combination,
You get one F.
you get broken plural.
Yeah, broken plural.
Then you have to decide whether it's
Non-human. Or
or-
human.
right. So are women? What do you decide?
A human.
You've decided.
Yes.
Okay, good. If they're human, how many answers do you
You
get?
get two.
If it's non-human, how many
You
answers?
get
do you
one.
Good. If it's non-human, listen carefully. If it's non-human, Maryam, what's the answer you get?
If it's non-human, you would get nasab
No, no, no. It has nothing to do with status.
Oh,
Number and
gender?
gender.
for the number and the gender.
Mm-hmm.
If it's non-human,
Mm-hmm.
you would get one F.
Yes. And if it's human, you get two answers.
Yeah.
One of them is still what?
One F.
One F. The other one is going to be what?
Reality.
Reality.
What's the reality here?
One.
So one answer is one F.
Uh-huh. And then 3F.
3F.
Yeah.
Because they're plural,
Yeah.
right? And an-nisa, the status will be nasab.
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's no a comes from
Because the a, nasab sound.
Yeah.
And why would it be proper?
Because of al.
Because of al.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm reminding you, we did nisa'a.
Yeah.
Okay. And I said 3 properties easy.
Yeah.
We said already this is nasab
Yeah.
1F or nasab 3F.
Yeah.
2 answers possible, right? But I don't know if it's proper or common this time. In this one, I know it's proper. How do I know it's proper?
Al.
Al. But when a word is light,
Yeah.
then until you find out why it's light, you cannot answer the last question.
Yeah.
The last question is it common or proper? We can't answer it for nisa, but we can answer it for
Al-nisa.
an-nisa. And if it wasn't light, if it was just nisa-an, then this would have been clearly proper.
Yeah.
The first one would have been clearly proper. The second one would have been clearly common.
Yeah.
But this one is neither.
Yeah.
So until we figure out what happened to you,
Yeah.
we're not going to tell you if you're proper or common. Okay?
Gotta need the results first.
Last one.
Yeah. 40?
40.
Yes. 40 is
Ooh. أعوذ بالله من
Iblis.
الشيطان الرجيم.
Jim.
Iblis, actually, it's from Latin origin.
Yeah.
It's not an Arabic word originally. And it's diabolos. And then it became in Spanish el diablo.
And then
And in English, diablo became devil.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
the D got dropped. And the V becomes a ba. And it became Iblis in Arabic.
Oh, okay.
But Iblis has some other meanings in Arabic too. But yeah, it comes from the old ancient name of the devil from before
Very-
Islam,
Oh yeah.
and it means the enemy in the old languages.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like Greek and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, pretty cool how words, like through thousands of years, transfer from one language to
Yeah.
another. Yeah,
It's like they get finessed from one word and then
yeah.
they just rearrange it.
This is something, inshallah, I will teach you about how did words come into Arabic,
Yes.
right? And which words are always been Arabic, and which words came over thousands of years ago
Yeah.
and became part of Arabic. But we got to figure out where they came from, right? It's a study called etymology.
Etymology.
Etymology, yeah.
Etymology. I think I've heard of that before.
Yeah, I say big words sometimes.
Yeah.
But etymology is just how you eat burgers. Anyway, Iblisa.
Iblisa.
Is it a name? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It's a foreign word, so we're going to call it a name. That's what
Yeah.
same thing with Fir'aun. Once it's a foreign word, we're going to call it a name. So it's and because of that, we're going to consider it proper.
Yeah. So, and then it would be Nesab because of the.
No.
Wouldn't it be?
It won't be nasab, no. Or let me help you a little bit. It won't just be nasab.
Oh, okay. Iblisa.
Because it's non-Arab, Yusuf is also non-Arab.
Yeah.
What's the rafa of Yusuf?
Yusufa.
Rafa.
Yusufu.
Yes, nasab.
Yusufa.
Jar also,
Yeah.
Yusufa. But Iblis is non-Arab.
Oh, so it's Nesab.
What's the rafa of Iblis?
Rafa Iblisu.
Good, Maryam. What's the nasab of Iblis?
Iblisa.
Iblisa.
Jar is also Iblisa?
Yeah.
So what's the status answer?
NJ.
Nasab or jar?
Yeah.
Yep. And then the number,
Number would be 1. 'cause-
1, the devil.
Yeah.
And gender would be masculine.
Masculine, yeah. And then
And
proper.
type would be proper.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's our review for what we did previously. Alhamdulillah.
There were 2 more. I don't know if you want to go over those as well.
That's fine. 2 more.
It's 45 and 50.
45.
Oh, we didn't do 45.
Let's do it.
Misra?
Let me help you with it.
Okay.
Yesterday I spent some time talking to you about Egypt and how Misr is already a word in Arabic, and then now it wants to be a place also, so they have to make a separation between the Arabic word Misr, which means countryside,
Yeah.
and Misr, which means Egypt.
Egypt, yeah.
So to avoid the confusion between the two, Egypt, even though it's 3 letters, was still considered partly flexible,
Yeah.
so that you don't confuse it when you're reading Arabic or listening to somebody, that they're talking about countryside and not talking about the Egyptian Empire, right? So the only way to separate those two was to make one of them partly flexible. Obviously, the foreigner is going to get the shorter end of the stick.
Yeah.
So Egypt gets the shorter end of the stick. It gets the partly flexible. So the rafa of Misr would be Misru, the nasab would be Misra, and the jar would also be
Misra.
Misra. Okay. So the first thing is the answer could be nasab or jar, just like Iblisa. Places have the same issue, right?
Yeah.
So the name of a place. So it could be nasab and it could be jar. Good. It's singular, obviously one
Yeah.
Egypt. And then it is feminine.
Feminine?
And I'll tell you something about feminine that I didn't tell you before. In many languages, countries are feminine. So we say this about America too. America and her allies,
Oh.
right? And people use the phrase "your mother country,"
Oh, yeah.
right? So they use the idea of, and it all comes from Mother Earth.
Yeah.
The earth being a mother because
And
the earth
nurture.
keeps giving birth to life, right? It
Yeah.
keeps producing vegetation, right?
Yeah.
So the idea of earth nurturing us, just like a mother nurtures us, in many cultures, it just became that the earth or anything that refers to our patch of earth, meaning our country or our village, those places started becoming feminine.
Feminine, yeah.
Okay? So Egypt would be feminine for that cultural reason. Okay? So it's nasab or jar, it's singular and it's feminine.
Okay.
And because it's the name of a country, should I say that it's proper or common?
Proper.
I should say that it's proper.
Girl,
So that's your 45. What else did you have?
Nasabjad. What else? Wait, it was Nasabjad and.
Nasab or jar, yeah.
Yeah, Nasabjad.
You tell me, you remind me.
Nasabjad 1.
Good,
Feminine.
good,
And plural, proper.
proper. Jawad, one last one, right?
Yes, 50.
My brain power was used
50.
to extreme yesterday. Nabatin. That's 50. It's
50?
yeah, second. Nabatan.
Oh, the tricky one. This is one of those 0.01% situations.
Okay.
Um,
I think I did pretty good on this.
it's not a combination.
It's not. Yeah.
Sorry.
Never mind.
If you thought it was a combination, I accept your error. It's not an error from your worldview because I didn't teach you any better. Some words actually have alif ta in them. It's just part of the word.
Nabatan. Oh, okay.
So nabat is just a regular word, not a plural. And the plural of it is nabatatun.
Nabatatun. Okay.
So it's like this. Let me show you.
Yeah.
It's nabatun. Sorry, nabatun. Nabatan. Nabatin. Nabatani. Help me with this.
Nabataini.
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 Nabataini. And then there's two plurals. Nabatatun.
Nabatatun.
Nabatatin.
Nabatatin.
Nabatatin. And they also have the broken plural. Ambatun. Ambatan.
Tan.
And ambatin.
Oh, yeah.
Broken plurals get the regular endings again.
Yeah.
So the alif and ta are really confusing here because it looks like a combination, right? This is one of those very rare words where it looks like a combination, but it's still an ending sound. So yeah, it's jar.
Jar.
It's actually masculine.
It's jar one.
Jar one masculine because the ta doesn't make a word feminine. The round ta makes it feminine. The only ta that makes a word feminine is the alif ta from a combination.
Yeah.
But this alif ta is not from a combination, so it's not feminine because it has a ta.
It would be proper also, right?
No, it would be common because it has no al and it's got a tanween at the end, so it would be common. Okay. So the round ta is feminine, or the alif ta from a combination is feminine. But like a word like baytun ends with ta, but it's masculine because it's not the round ta.
Yeah.
So that's masculine. Okay. Or qunutun. Qunutun is also masculine.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now take a, you earned it. Take a 7 minute break.
Okay.
I'll put a timer on here. Jawad, you can answer some questions because review is out of the way. Now we can do other stuff.
Give a khutbah, then. Okay. Allahu Akbar.
There you go. Jawad, you want to share a screen with me?
Sure. Just give me 1 second. Okay.
You should share screen. Yeah, there we go. That's your screen now.
Okay, cool.
Okay, very good.
All right. AA. All proper names of places are feminine. Yes. Ahmed, remember the una ina ending is only for humans, right? So even if a word is masculine, if it's not human, then it will not use the una ina ending. The answer sheets, for those of you asking, are all available on the student resource website, the same one where you downloaded the workbook in the first place. It's dreamworldwide.net/student-resource. Or if you go to dreamworldwide.net and you scroll all the way to the bottom, there will be a button to take you to the resource page. And then just scroll down and you'll see a bunch of different links, and one of them will say workbook answer key. The workbook does have a few mistakes in them, by the way. So if Ustad ever mentions something that is different from the workbook, then go with what Ustad is saying. Please explain number 14. All right, let's look at number 14. Nas. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Can everybody see me typing, by the way? Okay, perfect. So in the exercise, we're trying to look at all 4 properties of the ism, right? So we'll start with status. Actually, we'll start with looking at the word. What do we know about the word just by looking at it? Well, we can tell that it's a ending sound, not an ending combination, right? We don't have ani or aini, we don't have una or ina, and we don't have atun or atin. So it's an ending sound. So now it can be either singular or it can be plural. But for this word specifically, an-nasi, what we know about it is that this is one of our 3 plural by meaning words, right? Qawm, nas, and qarn, nas. So this word is going to be plural, even though it's a singular word. I'm telling you it's singular. You wouldn't know that unless you already knew the word or if you looked it up. But I'm telling you the word is singular, but it's plural by meaning. Okay, it's plural by meaning. And also from the ending sound, we can tell that it is going to be jar. So we have 2 of our properties there. It's plural, it's also jar. And by default, it's masculine. We don't have any of the signs of feminine. We don't have the endings tam al-buta, alif maqsura, alif mamduda. It's not a name of a place. It's not biologically feminine, so on. Right? We don't have any reason for feminine, so it's going to be masculine. So this jar, masculine, plural, and the last one is a proper or common. Well, we have the alif lam. Let me center this. There we go. We have our alif lam right here, and that tells us that it's proper. So it's jar, masculine, plural, and proper. Okay, 57. Al-ula. I believe we did an example like this one. Al-ula, by looking at the ending, by looking at the ending of al-ula, I can't unfortunately add the small alif like Ustad can. I'm not at his level yet, but you'll have to do with just my fatha. Hmm, Here we go. So just by looking at the ending, we see our alif maqsura, and if a word is ending in alif maqsura, then we can be pretty sure, actually, we can be certain that this word is going to be non-flexible, right? So we can't tell the status of this word unless we have more context. So status-wise, for right now, we're going to say it's rafa', nasab, or jar. Rafa', nasab, or jar. Okay? Um, for gender, remember when we talked about superlatives, there are different forms of superlatives, and this form, the form that ends in alif maqsura like this, so Al-Husnah, Al-Uzma, Al-Ula, and so on, they are all going to be feminine. So this is the feminine form, and this is something that, as you have more experience with different words and different patterns in Arabic, you'll start to recognize which patterns are feminine and which patterns are masculine. So this pattern of word, al-ula, is a feminine pattern. Um, Plurality-wise, this is singular. We don't have any reason for it to be anything else. It doesn't have a dual ending. It doesn't have a plural ending, and it's not a broken plural. And we know that by looking at the meaning. Superlatives, by definition, will not be plural because they're talking about something that is the best or in a certain category, right? So like al-uzma means the greatest. Only one thing can be the greatest, right? You can't have two things that are the greatest. Al-Husnah, the most excellent. You can't have more than one thing that's the most excellent. Only one thing can be the most excellent. So likewise for al-ula, only one thing can be ula, right? So by that definition, it's singular. So we have rafa nasab jar, singular, feminine, and then we have the alif lam at the beginning, and that gives us proper. Let me check the website right now and see if it's on there, because some are saying that the answer key is not on the website. Okay, the answer key is on the website. I'm looking at it right now. Make sure you have the correct URL. It's, let me type it on here. streamworldwide.net/study resource. That is the URL. Make sure you have it correct, spelled properly and everything. And go all the way to the bottom. You'll see all the different links, and one of them is titled Workbook Answer Key.
All right. How'd it go?
It went well, alhamdulillah.
Okay, alhamdulillah. So I'm going to remove your screen now. And I'm going to add my own screen. Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. We're going to carry on. We've finished studying the 4 properties of the ism, and we've done quite a bit of review of that. The next page is page 18.
Yes.
That's something you've already done. Huwa, huma, hum. Let's just go through the oral together. Huwa, huma, hum. Hiya, huma, hunna. Anta, antuma, antum. Anti, antuma, antunna. Ana, nahnu. We go through it 4 times. Once, we just say them. Second time, we stop at each one and we say the meaning. So let's do the second one. Huwa means he. Huma means both of them. Hum means they. Hiya means she. Huma means both of them. Hunna means them
ladies.
Them ladies. Let's start over. Huwa means he. Huma means both of them. Hum means they. Hiya means she. Huma means both of them. Hunna means them ladies. Anta means you. Antuma, both of you. Antum, all of you. Anti means yushi. Antuma, yutushi. Antunna means
all of you sheets.
y'all ladies.
Oh, y'all ladies.
We can come back to English now.
Okay.
Y'all ladies. Okay, let's do the anta again. Anta means you. Antuma, both of you. Antum, all of you. Anti, yushi. Antuma, both of you women. Antunna,
All of you ladies.
all of you ladies. Ana means
I.
and nahnu means we.
we.
Excellent. Okay. Now we go through the attached versions. So we say the original and then we say the attached version. Huwa becomes who or he. Huma becomes huma or him. Let's start over because I didn't hear both of you. Huwa becomes who or he. Huma becomes huma or hima. Hum becomes hum or him. Hiya. Haya.
Here.
Haya.
Here.
Okay. Hiya becomes
becomes
ha. Huma becomes huma or hima. Hunna becomes hunna or hinna. Anta becomes ka. Antuma becomes kuma. Antum becomes kum. Anti becomes ki. Antuma becomes kuma. Antunna becomes kunna. Ana becomes ni or e. Nahnu becomes na. Na. Okay? Now, last thing. So we did the pronouns huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. We did the meanings. Huwa is he, huma, both of them. Hum, they. Hiya, she, huma, both of them. Hunna, them, ladies. Anta, you. Antuma, both of you. Antum, all of you. Anti, you, feminine. Antuma, both of you, feminine. Antunna, you, women. Ana, I, nahnu, we. We did the attached versions. Huwa becomes hu or he. Huma is huma or hima. Hum is hum or him. Hiya is ha. Huma is huma or hima. Hunna is hunna or hinna. Anta is ka. Antuma kuma. Antum kum. Anti ki. Antuma kuma. Antunna kunna. Ana is ni or e. Nahnu is na. Last thing. The last thing is we remind ourselves what the originals are in status as opposed to the attached ones are in status. Huwa huma hum. Hiya huma hunna. Anta antuma antum. Anti antuma antunna. Ana nahnu are all rafa'. And hu, huma, hum, ha, huma, hunna, ka, kuma, kum, ki, kuma, kunna, ni, e, or na are all nasab or jar. They can only be nasab or jar. Okay, so that's pronouns. We did that. And they always come, if they are attached at the end, right? Yeah. And if you see an attached one, they can't be rafa. It can only be nasab or jar, right? So we did what we need to with pronouns. Now we come here. Write your pronoun notes here. An independent pronoun is always in the...
Independent.
Independent ones are rafa. I'm sorry, I gave it away. Independent ones are the huwa, huma, hum, the originals.
Yeah. Oh, so it's rafa.
Yeah.
Rafa status.
Yep. An attached pronoun is nasab in two cases, it says, and then it says it's jar in two cases.
Yeah.
Now let me explain what that means before we write it down. What this means is when you see an attached pronoun, it could be attached to one of four things.
Yeah.
Right? There's four things it could be attached to.
Yeah.
Two of those things make it nasab, and two of those things make it jar. Let's do the jar ones because they're easier first.
Yeah.
Okay? Number one, if it's attached to an ism.
Oh, okay.
An ism is a what? What's the definition of an
Person,
ism?
place,
Person, place, thing,
thing,
idea,
idea,
adjective,
adjective,
adverb,
adverb,
and
and
more.
more.
If a pronoun is attached to one of those guys, it is jar.
Okay.
So if kitab, ugh.
Oh, so we're missing the screen.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
So we're on page 19 now, everybody. We're on page 19, and I wrote that squiggly for you to appreciate my artistic talents. I'll write ism again over here. Okay. So I'll write it here. If I say kitab, which is an ism, everybody knows that.
Yeah.
And I attach a pronoun to it.
Kitabukum.
Okay, kitabukum. Then, according to this, so long as this part is an ism, then if this is a pronoun, it's jar.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. You don't even have to, it could be nasab or jar. No. This is an ism, so that's got to be jar.
Oh, okay.
1,000,000% of the time.
Okay.
Okay? Why? Because this one, the kitab part, will always be a mudaf.
Yeah.
And the kum part will always become a mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
So the only thing you really have to wonder is, okay, I found an attached pronoun, right? Let's just say you found an attached pronoun.
Yeah.
Now, if I found out that the guy that he's attached to is an ism, then I know I'm looking at a mudaf and a mudaf ilayh. That's why the mudaf ilayh's got to be jar, so the kum's got to be jar.
Yeah.
Right? So not only is it an ism, when it's attached to an ism, it forms.
You want us to write that?
Yes. You think I'm struggling to write with a mouse, so you don't write it? It struggles to form a mudaf and mudaf ilay. Mudaf ilay. Sorry, that was a terrible spelling of mudaf ilay. Okay. In other words, that ism becomes the mudaf,
Yeah.
and the pronoun becomes the
Mudaf
mudaf
ilayh.
ilayh. Okay? So whenever an ism and a pronoun are together, immediate giveaway mudaf and mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
Rabbukum, dinukum, Rabbi, Rabbuna, like in all those du'a, Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana, Rabbana, mudaf ilayh. Rabb and na, mudaf ilayh. The thing though is, not every time you see it, sometimes students hear part of what I'm saying, and then the rest of it is filled with the whisper of the devil.
Wow, okay.
Okay? So you know what they hear? If you see an attached pronoun, it's mudaf and mudaf ilayh. That's not what I said.
Yeah, that's not what you said.
I said if it's attached to an
Mudaf.
no, if it's attached to an ism,
Then
then it's mudaf and mudaf ilayh. So if I say nasarakumullahu, nasarakum in the Quran, or if I say fikum, or I say innakum, innakum, or if I say dinukum, right? This is a fi'l. You don't know that yet, not in review anyway. This is a fi'l.
Okay.
So this is not a mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
Fikum is a harf of jar. Bata kaf lam waw min fi. This is not a mudaf ilayh because that's a harf.
Yeah.
Innakum is a harf of nasab. Inna, annaka, anna, bi, anna, layta, lakinna, la'alla. This is not a mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
But deen means religion, and religion is an idea. Therefore, it is an ism. So this one is a mudaf and mudaf ilayh. So I didn't say once you see a attached pronoun, it's a mudaf and mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
I said once you see an attached pronoun to an
It's
ism, then it's a mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's, and obviously a mudaf ilayh is supposed to be always what status?
Mudaf.
Jar.
Jar, yeah.
So you don't have to wonder, because you lerned up above, an attached pronoun can be nasab or jar,
Yeah.
right? But now you know which times is it jar absolutely.
Yeah.
When it's attached to an ism, it's absolutely jar because it's got to be a mudaf ilayh. Now one more thing about that. Let's talk about kitabuna. Na is the attached pronoun of nahnu. Nahnu means we, and I use the attached version. That's
Yeah.
why I physically attached it to the word kitab, right?
Yeah.
Now, kitab means book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm saying because kitab is a book and na is a pronoun, this is definitely a mudaf and
Mudaf ilayh.
mudaf ilayh. Now, what do you remember? What do we do when we have a mudaf and mudaf ilayh? When we try to figure out what it means,
We add
what
an
do you?
of.
You're right. We add an of.
Book of I.
Book of no, na comes from nahnu.
Oh, nahnu.
Nahnu means
We.
yes.
Book.
Book of hours?
Yes,
of ours,
book
yeah.
of ours. Except we are normal human beings,
Yeah.
so we don't talk like that.
Yeah.
So there must be a normal English way of saying that we do use.
Book of.
Our book.
That's
our
it.
book, yeah.
Because our job is not to translate into, like, you didn't land from a different planet and say,
Yeah.
this is the pen of mine.
Yeah.
You just say, this is my pen, right? So we're not going to translate into alien,
Yeah.
book of ours.
Yeah.
We're going to translate into human,
Yeah.
our book.
Yeah.
But we know why the of was, where it came from.
Yeah.
So even though the of is there, we're going to use a normal English
Yeah.
translation. Let's try this. Let's try something other than book. Let's try ustad, teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ustads.
Ustaduhu.
Ustaduhu. Oh,
Okay.
that's an attached, yeah.
So ustadu, and then I put who.
Who.
Who is the attached version of what pronoun that you
Huwa,
learned?
and it's
That's
he.
right. Huwa. Huwa means what?
He.
If ustad means teacher,
He is teacher.
what do you
is
put between? This
Teacher
is
of his.
this is a mudaf ilayh,
Yeah.
right? So what I'm saying is ustadu is the mudaf,
Yeah.
and who is the
Mudaf.
mudaf ilayh. Every time you have an ism and a pronoun, ism mudaf, pronoun mudaf ilayh,
Yeah.
which means of in between them.
Yeah.
You just said it. What's the meaning?
Teacher of his.
Which is
his.
simpler English.
His teacher.
His teacher. Ustaduhu, his teacher.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, ustaduhuma. I'm gonna attach all of them.
The huma.
What's huma? Where did
Huma.
it come from?
That comes from that's an attached pronoun.
We just memorized it, right?
Yeah,
Huwa,
huwa,
huma,
huma,
hum.
hum.
What does huma mean?
Huma, both
is
of
both
them.
of them.
So
Both of their
ustaduhuma.
teachers.
How many teachers?
Both of their teachers.
Are the teachers two
Oh.
or the students
The
two?
students are two.
So make sure you translate correctly.
Both
The teacher of
Both
theirs.
of them.
the teacher of both
Both
of them,
of them, yeah.
or both of their teacher.
Yeah.
Okay. What about ustaduhum?
That's a hum.
What does hum mean?
Hum means they.
Yeah. So what does ustaduhum mean?
Teacher of theirs.
Teacher.
Simpler English.
Their
Their
teacher.
teacher.
Their teacher.
Yeah.
Their teacher. And what's the mudaf and what's the mudaf ilayh?
Ustazu and then the hum.
Ustadu is what?
The
Mudaf.
And
then
hum is?
The mudaf ilayh.
Okay. And the rules still work.
Yeah.
Ustadu is still light, no alif lam.
Yeah.
An attached pronoun can only be nasab or jar, and when it could be,
It is.
it is. So that still works.
Yeah.
But now we got a quick answer. Mudaf mudaf ilayh. Their teacher. Ustaduhum,
Their teacher.
their teacher. Ustaduha.
Ustaduha. Oh, this is she.
So translate it.
So,
Teacher of hers.
teacher of
Simpler
her.
English.
Her
Her teacher.
That's it. Ustaduhuma.
Ustaduhuma.
Remember
Oh,
Both of them.
both of them.
the teacher of both those girls.
The teacher of both
Both
those
those
girls.
Ustaduhunna.
Hunna.
They.
They.
They what?
Oh,
They-
them ladies. Or
Yeah.
Them, them
The
Them
ladies.
teacher-
ladies teachers.
Them ladies teacher.
Yeah, them
Teacher.
ladies
Teacher, yeah.
And not teachers.
Yeah. Them ladies.
Them ladies is many, but the teacher's only one.
Yeah.
I didn't change the teacher. Right? Them ladies teacher.
Teacher.
Good. Ustaduka.
Saduka. This is from all of
that-
you. You.
You.
Yeah.
Translate it.
Your teacher.
Your teacher. Ustaduka.
Your teacher.
Your teacher. Ustadukuma.
Sadukuma. Both of you.
Both of you.
Translate
Both of your
it.
teachers. No, both of your teacher of both of you.
Teacher of both of you. The teacher of both of you. Ustadukum.
Sadukum. This
The
is
teacher of all of you.
Mm-hmm.
The teacher.
Or y'all's teacher.
Y'all's
teacher.
teacher.
Yeah.
Right? Ustaduki. This is going to be fun.
Sazuki. She. This is from she.
No, it's not she.
Yushi's.
Mm-hmm.
So Yushi teacher.
Yushi's teacher.
It's like saying,
Teacher of Yushi.
hey girl, your teacher.
Oh.
Because it's the key
Yeah.
is for a girl. So I could say to Maryam Ustaduki.
Yeah.
Talking about me.
Yeah.
That doesn't make me a girl, but she's a girl.
Yeah.
So the Ustad part is still a guy.
Yeah.
But whose teacher is it? It's a girl's
Girls,
teacher.
yeah.
So Ustaduki would be completely fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell you Ustaduki.
Yeah. 'Cause
I would say
I'm not-
Ustadu
Ka.
ka. I would say tell you Ustadu ki. What about Ustadu kuma?
Sazu.
Where does kuma come from?
Kuma. It's from both of you.
Both of Yushi.
Both of you.
Yeah, so both you girls teacher.
Both
Yeah,
your
both your
girls
girls'
teacher.
Ustadu kunna.
Kunna. This is from all of Yushi's. So
All
you
Yushi's
ladies' teacher.
All you
Yeah,
ladies-
y'all ladies teacher.
Y'all
Y'all
ladies
ladies' teacher.
teacher.
What was the attached version of ana?
Anna.
Anna.
Ni
Anna.
or E.
Ni or e? We always use e.
Yeah.
For isms we always use e, okay? Say that.
Sadi.
Yeah, ustadi. I just
Yeah.
added a double e at the end.
Yeah.
Okay?
So this would
Ustadi,
be
My
My teacher.
my teacher. Rabbi,
Rabbi, my lord.
my lord. Qalami,
My
My
pen.
pencil.
kitabi,
My book.
microphone,
My
My
microphone.
microphone.
keyboardy,
My keyboard.
My keyboard.
tabley.
My table.
My table. That's how you say table.
Yes.
That's how you say
Is that how
table.
you say table?
No,
now?
it's
Okay.
tabilati.
Tabilati.
Yeah.
Tabilati.
Yeah.
You want me to teach how you say it in English, Farsi?
English Farsi.
Yeah. Tabalama.
Oh, tebalama.
Or in Farsi, it's maze.
Oh, it's Urdu.
But that's
Maze.
how.
Okay, wait. Hold
Like a
on.
maze,
Don't turn this into a Farsi lesson. Wait. Computer, hasub. My computer.
My computer, yeah.
How you say it?
Hasub.
Hasubi.
No, my computer.
Oh,
Hasubi.
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 Yeah.
Hasubi.
Yeah.
Hasubi. Hasubi. Sounds like you're calling someone. Hasubi. Hasubi.
Yad is hand. My hand.
Yadi.
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 Ain is eye. My eye.
Aini.
Aini.
Yeah.
Aini. Okay. Your eye. Ainu what?
Ainu.
What's the word for you?
You is Ainuta.
No, close.
Ainuka.
Ainuka. Yeah.
Ainuka. Now you're starting to speak Arabic. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Ainuka.
Ainuka.
Your
Ainuka,
eye.
Your
Yeah.
eye.
Your eye. Dars is a lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
fine.
My lesson. My lesson.
Oh, my lesson.
My this is Darsi.
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 But darsu, if I said your lesson, darsu.
Ka.
Darsuka.
But if I said your lesson, I would say
Darsuki.
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 Sick. And how do you say her lesson? Oh, that's a hard one.
Her
lesson.
Uh,
What's the word for she?
Darsi.
No. Think.
She.
We'll keep darsu. What's the word for she?
Auntie.
No, auntie's not. That's you, she.
Oh, Anton.
Anta.
Anta.
No, that's you.
Anka.
No, there's no such thing as anka. Where did you come up with anka?
هو هما هم هي هما هن هي
Hiya.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
What's the attached version of it?
he or ha.
Ha.
That's
So
ha.
darsuha.
Darsuha.
His lesson.
Darsuhi.
Darsu.
No, well, what sounds
Darsuhi.
good with darsu?
Darsuhahi.
Dars.
What?
Wait. Easy. What is the attached version of huwa?
Who?
Who.
Yeah.
Right?
Darsuhu.
Darsuhu.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
darsuhu.
Darsuhu. أشهد أن محمدا
Abdahu.
عبده. Abd means slave.
Yeah.
What does abduhu mean?
My slave.
Nah.
Abduhu.
Who comes from where?
Who? He.
So how can you get
His
mine?
slave?
His slave.
Yeah.
ورسوله.
His messenger.
His messenger. أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Did I tell you pronouns are important?
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
These 14 pronouns, huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna,
Yeah.
man, you can. Understanding Arabic is one thing. Once you get good at this,
Yeah.
you can start making Arabic. You could take something like mouse and say my mouse, mousy.
See?
His mouse, mousuhu.
Masuhu.
Her mouse, mousuha.
That's how you say it.
Their mouse, mousuhum.
That's how you say it.
This is fa'ar, but I'm gonna
Fa'ar?
say mouse.
Okay.
Literally mouse. But anyway, okay. So mousuhunna, them ladies' mouse.
Yeah.
My mouse, mousey.
See?
Mousuna. What do you think mousuna means?
Masuna.
Our mouse.
Our mouse.
Yeah.
ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة. ربنا,
Rabbana.
master.
our master, give us good in this life. So cool.
It's mind blowing.
لكم دينكم ولي ديني. Let me just spell it out for you.
Yeah.
لكم دينكم. دينكم. Deen is religion.
Yeah.
What is دينكم?
It's from Toma.
Tum.
Tom.
No,
Antum.
Antum.
What does antum mean?
You.
All of you.
All of you. دينكم.
all of-
All of your.
All of your religion.
Yeah, all of
Y'all's religion.
Y'all's
religion.
ديني.
Dini. My religion.
My
Yeah.
religion.
لكم دينكم ولي ديني. You have your religion. I have mine.
That's heat.
Yes, it is. Even though they lost.
What?
The Miami Heat lost in the NBA Finals.
Oh, I don't watch basketball.
Okay.
This what's the day today? 19?
Yeah.
7 days left. A week left. Inshallah.
Ism?
Inshallah.
When the pronoun becomes a mudaf and a?
Mudaf ilayh.
Okay. And a harf of
Jar.
jar.
I had my pencil on if there.
It says an attached pronoun is jar in two cases. What two cases? Either it got beat up by an ism
Ism.
and it became a mudaf
Mudaf-
and
mudaf
mudaf ilayh,
ilayh.
or it got beat up by a harf of
Jar.
jar. And it got beat up by a harf of jar, it's got to be jar.
Yeah.
What are the harf of jar? I forgot.
Bata
Bata kafra mun fi na kana biyan na.
No,
No,
that's
no, easy, tiger. Ba, ta, kaf, lam, wow, min, fi, an, ala, hatta, ila. Good. Those are the harf of?
Jar.
Okay, watch this. Ba, ta won't be used.
Bikum.
Ka won't be used. Wa won't be used. Ba, ta, kaf, lam, wow, min, fi,
Sorry.
an. Don't kill each other. Ala,
That's my foot.
hatta, don't be used. Ila. Okay, let's look at these. Not all of them are used with that pronoun, but the ones that are used. Ba is one of them.
Yeah.
Lam is one of them. Min is one of them. Fi is one of them.
Yeah.
An is one of them. Alay is one of them. Ilay is one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, now watch this. Bikum. This is a jar majroor, which means B is the harf of jar. Kum is the part that became jar.
Jar, yeah.
So you don't say this time the attached pronoun could be nasab or jar. It's jar.
Yeah.
A bajillion percent. Why? Because
B.
B is on it.
Yeah.
Because la is on it, because min is on it, because fi is on it, because an is on it. We don't say ala. We memorize ala, right?
Yeah.
But when you attach it to a pronoun, you don't say ala, you say alay.
Alay.
And then you don't say ila, you say ilay. It only changes when it attaches to a pronoun.
Pronoun, yeah.
Also lam, which is a harf of jar, for every other ism, it's li, like alhamdulillahi. But when you attach it to a pronoun, it becomes la.
La, yeah.
Okay? Now, I'm going to show you one thing. B means with.
With, yeah.
What does be mean?
With.
Okay. Now, I'm going to put be on top.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say huwa, huma, hum. Hiya, huma, hunna. Anta, help me.
Toma.
Antuma.
Antum.
Antum. And then I'm going to say
Anti.
anti,
Antuma. Antum.
antunna,
Antunna.
ana.
Nahnu.
Nahnu. Okay. Can you remember what the attached versions were? Huwa
Yeah.
becomes?
Who or he.
Uh-huh.
Huma becomes huma or hima.
Mm-hmm.
Hum becomes hum or him.
Mm-hmm.
Hiya becomes ha ha.
Yeah.
Huma becomes hum or hima.
Huma or hima.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hunna becomes hunna or hinna.
Very nice.
Anta becomes
Ka.
Toma becomes kum.
Antum becomes
Kum. Anti becomes ki. Antuma becomes kuma. Antunna becomes kunna. Ana becomes ni or e. Nahnu becomes na.
Beautiful. Okay. B means what?
With.
Okay. B has what sound on it?
B.
E. E makes you smile, right? So tell me, the attached version of huwa could be who or he, right?
Yeah.
Which one of those is also smiling? Who is smiling or he is smiling?
He.
So if this is smiley, use the smiley version
Okay.
because it sounds nicer to smile with a smile.
Yeah.
How do you say with him?
With him.
With him.
Huwa B.
Who I be?
No,
No,
be
be him.
and then
Be
the
who?
this word in its jar form. What's the attached version of it?
Be who?
No, I said keep a smile with a smile.
Be he. Oh,
Be he with him.
Be
Be he
he
with
let
him.
you what
With both of them.
Be he. No. Be he. Hima.
Bihima.
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 With both of them.
Yeah.
With them.
Hum.
Be him.
Be him. With her.
Be her.
Be her.
Biha. With both of those women.
Be
Be
huma.
him.
Be.
Hima.
Be hima.
Hima.
It could be huma or hima, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But be is already sounding so nice, so stay nice.
Yeah.
So say what?
Bihima.
Bihima. Those women, hunna. With those women.
Be
Hinna.
Bihinna. Anta.
Becomes ka. So.
Bika.
Bika. With you.
Yeah.
Bika means with you.
With you.
With both of you.
Bikuma.
Kuma.
Bikuma.
Yeah. Bikuma.
Antum.
And become.
Bikum.
Bikum. With all of you.
Yeah.
With you, Maryam.
Anti. So that would be anti. Ki. So biki.
Biki. And both of you, with both of you girls?
Bikum.
Bikuma.
Bikuma.
Oh, bikuma. Oh, yeah, bikuma.
Antunna. With y'all ladies?
Bikunna.
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 With me.
Bini. Bini.
B.
Just use the E version.
Oh, bini.
Beanie was cool though. But ni or E, right? The ni will be used for nasab most of the time.
Yeah.
So just use E. So what?
B.
B.
B. Yeah. Okay.
B.
Beanie, Farad. So why
Oh, you
looking
said
at me?
B-E and he said B-D. They're both cute. But we're going to say what?
B.
B.
What does B mean?
B means
With
I,
me.
With
or
me.
With me, yeah.
So if a B is with you, you can say a B, B.
BB.
A B is with me.
B.
Okay?
Yeah.
B.
B is me. What does B mean? With?
With me.
With
What do you,
me.
how do you say with us?
Bina.
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 So, I'm going to go back. What does B mean?
With.
Okay.
Yeah. I said bini, bro. I said nose in Farsi.
La.
La.
La means for.
Four.
Okay? I want to hear for him.
Okay.
Lahi.
La. This
Laha.
time, no, not, there's, ha is not an option. Hua becomes what? Who or he. Is la smiling? La?
Lahi.
La is not smiling.
Lahi.
You can't use the smiley version anymore.
Lahu.
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 Have you heard lahu in the Quran before? Lahu ma fi samawati wa ma fi al-ard. Right? In Ayatul Kursi?
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah.
Lahu, for him.
Yeah.
Lahu.
For both of them.
Lahu. Huma.
Lahum.
Lahuma.
Lahuma. Good
Yeah,
job.
lahuma.
For them.
Lahum.
Lahum. For her.
Laha.
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 For both of them.
Lahuma.
Lahuma.
For those women.
Lahunna.
For you.
No,
Laka.
Laka.
لك.
For both of you.
لكما.
For all of you.
لكم.
لكم.
Like lakum dinukum waliyadin.
Yeah.
For you, girl.
لكي.
Lucky you. For both of you.
لكما.
لتما.
Lakuma.
لكما. Yeah.
And for you women.
أنتن.
لكنا.
لكنا.
Lakunna. For me.
لي.
Just take the keep the lam.
Lay.
No, just keep the
Lani.
no.
Lani.
It's way easier. Rhymes with B.
لي.
لي.
The lam loses its haraka. Whatever word it was loses its haraka when the ya comes over.
لي.
Okay.
So it just becomes a letter. Li. Right?
إلى في قريش.
Well, not that one. That's li ila fi Quraysh.
Yeah.
But this one would be li. Where's li?
No,
لكم دين.
that's not.
أليس
بارك
لي
الله
ملك مصر؟ Huh?
بارك الله لي
Oh,
ولكم.
barakallahu li.
لكم في القرآن الحكيم ونفعني.
May Allah put blessings for me.
Yeah.
For me. Li.
Yeah.
Walakum. And for
You.
all of you. Li walakum. So cool. For us.
For us.
Lina.
لنا.
No,
Lina.
we don't say li. We
Lana.
say what?
Oh, Lana.
So for us,
Lana.
لنا.
lana.
لنا.
Lana.
You said Lena.
That's okay. Don't pick on her.
No.
So we did B means what?
Did it remind you of Lena?
Yeah.
What does B mean?
B means
With?
With.
What does lam mean? La. For-
us.
for-
What's that?
Oh, for.
B means with. La means
For us.
for. And then you can just add whatever.
Yeah.
For him, for her, for us, for you, right? Bata kaf lam wow.
Min.
Min. Min means from.
From.
Min means what?
From.
From. From him.
From. From him.
From him.
From.
From him. So,
Wait.
Wait,
Wait.
what was
What
the word
was the
again?
word?
Min.
Min.
Minhum.
No.
Minhu.
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 Min who? Because the attached version of who has what?
Who?
Min who? From him. From both of them.
Minhuma.
Minhuma.
From them.
Minhum.
Good. From her.
Minhi.
Minha.
Minha.
Minha. From her. From both of them.
Minhuma.
Good. From those women.
Minhunna.
From you.
Minkum.
Minka.
Minka.
Minka. From both of you.
Minkuma.
Minkuma.
Good. From all of you.
Minkum.
Minkum. From you, girl.
Minki.
Minki.
Yeah.
From both of you.
Minkuma.
Yes. Antunna, those you women.
Minkunna.
This one's gonna have a double noon. I'll tell you this one. From me is gonna be minni.
Minni.
Not mini, but
Minni.
minni. And nahnu is gonna be minna.
Minna.
What's from me?
Minni. Or minni.
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 And then
And then
Minna.
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 So from me, minni, and from us, minna.
Minna.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did ba mean?
With.
For or with.
Ba meant with.
Plug.
La meant
For.
for. What did min mean?
From.
Min meant from. Bata kaf lam wow min.
Fi.
Fi means in.
In.
Okay, in. Is fi smiling?
Fi. Yeah.
Yeah.
So these guys will have to use the smiley versions.
Fihi.
Okay? So in him.
Fihi.
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 In both of them.
Fihima.
Fihima.
In them.
Fihim.
Fi him. In her.
Fiha.
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 Uh-uh.
No,
Hiya
fiha.
becomes what?
Ha. There's only one.
Hiya becomes ha, right?
Yeah.
So fi.
Fiha.
Fiha. In both of them.
Fihima.
Fihima.
Fi huma or fihima?
Hima.
Fihima. In those women?
Fihunna. Hinna.
Fihinna. Sounds nicer.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Fi kuma.
Anta becomes?
That's not comma.
Ka. Oh yeah. Fi comes ka.
Mm-mm.
Fika.
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 Anta becomes what?
Ka.
Antuma becomes what?
Fi kuma.
Fikuma. In both of you.
Yeah.
In all of you.
Fi kuma.
Fikum.
فيكم واعلموا أن فيكم رسول الله.
Fiki.
It's in the Quran.
Yeah.
فيكي. In you. في in both of you.
Yeah. Fi kuma.
فيكما. In you women.
في كنا
في كنا. I'll do the easy one first. نحن becomes what?
فينا
فينا. And the أنا is فيا.
فيا
The ya becomes doubled.
yeah فيا
Right? Because there's a ya already in fi, and there's a ya in the ana.
Yeah,
So,
so
you pronounce it what?
Fiya.
Fiya.
فيا like
Okay.
a double jump.
Yeah, double jump. So ba means with, la means for, min means from, fi means.
and
Isn't that, you know what's crazy? In this last 10-15 minutes, I didn't tell you something in Arabic and you told me how to say it in English. I said English and you produced Arabic. Right? I said in him and you said fihi. And I said in both of them and you said in fihima.
Yeah.
So you were producing Arabic. So the stuff that we learned, the basics that we learned, is very powerful. And you're going to see a lot of this in the Quran. So it's going to help us a lot. So ba, ta, kaf, lam, waw, min, fi,
and
an. An means about.
about
Okay?
he.
So about him. I want to talk about him.
No gossiping, guys.
Okay? About him. What do you think? An.
Anhum. Anhu.
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 Good. About both of them.
Anhuma.
About them.
Anhum.
About her.
Anha.
About both of them.
Anhuma.
About those women.
Anhunna.
About you.
Anka.
About both of you.
Ankumma.
Ankuma. Yeah.
Ankuma. About y'all.
Antum.
Ankum.
Ankum. Yeah.
Ankum. About you, girl.
Anki.
Anki. About both of you.
Ankuma.
About you women.
Ankunna.
You said
About
Ankunna.
me.
about me.
That was minni. What happened to min? Minni?
Minni.
What do you think should happen to an?
Kinni.
No, an.
Oh,
Anni.
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 And what should happen to about us?
Anna.
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 An means about.
Yes.
من في عن على
حتى
على
على على
على means on. When you attach it to the pronoun, it doesn't pronounce على, it pronounces علي.
علي.
When you say علي, does it make you smile?
Yeah.
علي.
Alayya.
Yes?
Yeah.
So we got to use the smiley versions with it. Okay? Now, upon him or on him.
Alayhima.
عليهم.
علي.
عليه.
Alayhi.
Hua becomes, Maryam, Hua becomes
Who becomes he,
who or he, right?
who or he?
Which one's the smiley version?
He.
So alay is making you smile, right? So the smiley
Alayhi.
version, alayhi.
Alayhi.
Like we say, alayhi salam.
Yeah.
On him be peace.
Yeah.
On him, alayhi.
Yeah.
On both of them.
Alayhima.
Yeah, so when I'm giving a lecture and I'm talking about Ibrahim and Ismail, I say salamun alayhima.
Yeah.
Salam on both of them. On both of them.
Yeah.
And if I'm talking about all the prophets and I say salam on them,
Yeah.
Salam.
alay,
عليهم.
that's why we say غير المغضوب, غير المغضوب
عليهم.
on them,
Yeah.
عليهم.
Yeah.
On her.
عليها.
Good. On both of those women.
Alayhima.
عليهما. On those women.
Alayhinna.
Good. On you.
عليك. عليك.
Excellent. عليك. I'm so proud of you guys. It's insane.
Ankuma. Alaykuma.
عليكما on both of you.
Yeah.
On all of you.
عليكم.
عليكم. On you.
عليكي.
عليكي. On both of you girls.
عليكما.
On you women.
عليكن.
Remember the ones that end with ya? They get a double like fi. Fi became fiya.
علي.
علي becomes alayya.
علي.
So ana will become
علي.
alayya. And nahnu will become
علينا.
alayna.
Alayna.
And you don't have to remember this. You'll just see it. The Quran will keep showing it to you over and over again on every page. You're going to see tons of them.
Yeah.
Okay? Min fi an ala.
Sir?
Ala means on.
Yeah.
Question?
Yeah, can you cover real quick that when to use e and when to use u for the third person?
I will at the end. I'm going to work through all of this and then I'll show it to you guys. You'll know which one to use when. And actually, you won't have to use it because Quran's already used it. So you'll just get used to it. But I'll show it to you. So ala means on,
On, yeah.
and min fi an ala hatta, and then
Hatta.
ila,
Ila.
right? Ila means two,
So, yeah.
okay, or two words.
Yeah.
Well, let's just use two words. Okay. Towards him.
Towards him.
إليه.
So you decide. Should we say ilayhu? Is that sounding nicer, or ilayhi?
Ilayhi.
The smile goes with the smile.
Yeah.
So just say what?
Ilayhi.
Ilayhi. Okay. Ilayhi, towards him.
Alayhima.
Towards both of them.
Alayhima.
Ilayhima. Don't say alay. Ilayhima.
Ilayhima.
Towards them.
Ilayhim.
Him.
Yes, towards her.
Ilayha.
Towards both of them.
Ilayhuma.
No, not ilayhuma.
Ilayhima.
Ilayhima. Towards those women.
Alayhinna.
Good. Towards you.
Alayka.
No.
Ilayka.
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 Ilayka. Towards both of you.
إليكما.
Good. Towards all of you.
Ilaykum.
Urkum.
Yes. Ilaykum. Towards you feminine.
Ilayki.
Ilayki. Towards both of you.
Ilaykuma.
Towards you women.
Ilaykunna.
Ilaykunna.
Ilayyi.
Remember, fi became fiya.
Alayyi.
Alay became alayya.
إليه.
Ilayya.
Ilayya.
Same thing, right?
Yeah.
So ila will become ilayya, towards me.
Yeah.
Towards me. Nahnu will become towards us. How do I say towards us?
إلينا.
Ilayna. Yeah.
Ilayna. Okay. We didn't translate all the harf of jar. I just translated the ones that come with pronouns for now.
Oh, okay.
So ba means with, la means for, min means from, fi means in, an means about, ala means on, ila means towards.
Towards, yeah.
So you won't remember that right away, but we practiced quite a bit, but you saw how much we can do with it, right?
Yeah.
Let's see how much we can actually do with it. Then I'll talk about the two sounds.
Yeah.
This is amazing progress. Amazing.
Amazing. Al-Imran.
I'm just opening up Ali Imran.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
This is not Ali Imran, this is the Naam.
Oh.
الحمد لله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وجعل الظلمات والنور ثم الذين كفروا بربهم يعدلون هو الذي خلقكم من طين ثم قضى أجلا وأجلا عنده وهو الله في السماوات وفي الأرض يعلم سركم وجهركم ويعلم ما تكسبون وتأتيهم من آيات ربهم إلا كانوا عنها.
Anha. Yeah. This becomes
عنها an means about.
yeah, about, and then ha,
About her.
about
who?
her,
Yeah, about her. And the her is actually the ayah.
about her.
Because an ayah is feminine,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is feminine.
right? So that's why about her, meaning about it.
Yeah.
فكذبوا بالحق لما جاءهم فسوف يأتيهم أنباء ما كانوا به. Be means with. What's bihi?
With him.
With him or
Yeah.
with it.
With it. Yeah.
Yeah, with him or with it.
Yes.
Bihi.
Z.
وكم ألم يروا كم أهلكنا من قبلهم من قرن مكناهم في الأرض ما لم نمكن لكم.
Lakum. Oh, kum becomes antum.
Hmm.
So antum is both of you.
It's all,
No,
it's
all of you.
your ladies.
No, that's kunna.
Oh.
Wahum hiya humahunna anta antuma.
Anta means you. Antuma means.
Both of you.
Antum means.
Both of you.
Antum
all of
means
you.
all of you. What's the attached version of antum?
Kum.
Kum.
So all of you?
All of you.
Yes, what does la mean? You remember?
For you.
For.
For you.
For all of you.
For all of you.
وأرسلنا السماء عليهم. What does you remember what ala means?
In?
Ala, easy way to remember ala is we use it in Assalamu alaikum.
Oh yeah, we do.
Mean peace on you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, on.
On you.
Right?
Yeah.
So alayhim?
Let him. May peace be on you.
No peace, just on.
Oh.
May peace be on.
No
No.
peace.
On
Peace is
you?
salam.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the on you part, alaykum.
Him. May pe.
Leave
on,
the peace alone.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
sorry I gave you that. No peace.
On all of them?
On all. Yeah. No. On
Well-
no,
She?
him. No.
Don't
Huwa,
rush.
huma.
Take your time. Is him an attached pronoun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's
him.
the original?
Both.
No, what's the original Arabic?
Hum?
Huma.
Hum.
Home. What does home mean?
Hum means
He.
Yeah,
both of
huma-
both
yeah,
of them.
No, not hiya huma.
They.
Maria, it's not hiya huma hunna. It's huwa.
oh, hua hum. Oh, so
It's they.
Don't just go through the process.
It's they.
Yes, so alayhim,
On they.
On them.
on them, because on they is not English.
Well, ancient English.
Ancient English.
On they who not shall seize the wrath.
Alayka. Maryam, I'm going to have you struggle through this one.
Okay, Alaika.
Yeah.
Alaika is on. Al is on.
Alay is on, you're right.
Alay is on.
Mm-hmm.
Alaika. So the ka is and anta.
Which
and
means?
And it means she. So
Does anta mean she?
anta.
No, it
No, wait, no.
No, but-
Okay. Let me go.
That's her struggle.
Hua, homa, hom. That's like the he's, the he.
Uh-huh.
And then hua,
Here.
hia, homa, honna.
Yeah.
That's the she's.
Right.
And then anta, antuma, antonna.
No, you crossed it over.
Oh.
You took two from the anta antuma, and then you went to the next line and said antunna.
Anta, antuma, anton.
I want you to see what you do because you've done that a number of times. So I want you to recognize it. You say anta, antuma, antunna.
Oh, okay.
So you do that a lot, right?
Jump.
And then you start here, hiya huma, or you say huwa huma hunna. So you gotta stay here, huwa huma hum.
Hia, homa,
And you're right, this was the he's line, this is the she line, which means this is the masculine line, this is the feminine line, right?
Okay.
So anta,
Anta is so it's ka, so it's the masculine you
right, so alayka.
On you.
on you. Oh,
On you.
okay, on you.
Got it?
Yeah.
You on. They
Good
horse.
job, Maryam. فلمسوه بأيديهم لقال الذين كفروا إن هذا إلا سحر مبين وقالوا لو أنزل عليه.
Alayhi is
Alayhi.
on, and then he is from the hua. It comes from he, so it comes from hua, and it means he. On he.
On he's, that sounds
He
like better
on. He on.
He on. That sounds like better English. He on.
On him.
On him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
So what
on
has
the
he
horse.
for English?
Well, this
ولو
is-
جعلناه ملكا لجعلناه رجلا وللبسنا عليهم ما يلبسون عليهم
Him.
Alayhim.
Allah.
Hua, hama. Oh, wait, this is both of them.
Both of anything always has an alif at the end. Antuma, huma, that's both of them. Do you see an
Huma,
alif at the end of this guy?
Oh, no.
No, so it can't be both anything.
All
Think
of
through
you.
it.
All of them.
No, you're rushing the answer. You're not following a process.
Hua, hama, hum.
Right? No, don't look at me. The question isn't on my face. The question's
Hua,
on the screen.
hama, hum.
Yes.
All are on they.
On they is really good English.
They are on.
On them.
On them.
Yeah.
On them.
On them.
I was right like third time.
You're rushing, that's why you're getting it wrong. Otherwise, you know it. Min, I'm reminding you, means from.
From,
Min.
okay.
Min
From.
home.
Min
Hum. Hua, hama.
Min hum.
What does hum mean?
Both of them.
From.
Oh, from them.
From them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
قل سيروا في الأرض ثم انظروا كيف كان عاقبة المكذبين قل لمن ما في السماوات والأرض قل لله كتب على نفسه الرحمة لا يجمعنكم إلى يوم القيامة لا ريب فيه.
Fi means fi.
Fee means in.
In
In he.
he.
In him.
In him or in it.
In it.
In it.
Okay. فيه الذين خسروا أنفسهم فهم لا يؤمنون وله
Walahu. Oh.
له
Wala.
La means for.
La. For him.
For
Excellent. For him.
it. Oh,
For him or for it, but in this case it
Yeah.
means for him. وهو السميع العليم قل أغير الله أتخذ وليا فاطر السماوات والأرض وهو يطعم ولا يطعم قل إني أمرت أن أكون أول من أسلم ولا تكونن من المشركين قل إني أخاف إن عصيت ربي عذاب يوم عظيم من يصرف عنه يومئذ فقد رحمه وذلك الفوز المبين إن يمسسك الله بضر
How do you read so fast? Like,
فلا كاشف له.
It's experience that.
wait, I know it's experience, but like, how do you like keep up with the mouse?
Keep with the mouth. It pays the bills.
Face the bills.
له.
Lahu.
Okay,
Lahu.
له.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me.
Lahu.
lahu.
Lahu
Lahu
means
La means for.
For him.
For him.
For him. Very good. وهو القاهر فوق عباده وهو الحكيم الخبير قل أي شيء أكبر شهادة قل الله شهيد بيني وبينكم وأوحي إلي. Oh, that's a great one. إلي.
Ilayya means on.
إلي.
إلى means towards.
Oh,
Towards.
But it's two words. إلي and ya.
إلي.
إلي
Oh,
and
so
ya.
that's towards
On
we.
it.
Towards?
Towards I.
Towards I.
Towards eyes.
Oh.
Towards me.
Towards me, yeah.
Towards
Towards
me.
me.
Yes.
This is just ancient English.
Yes.
that we're
When
using.
before the time that they spoke.
No.
Be.
This is Shakespeare English.
Are you reading Shakespeare?
No, I got finished with that. Like, I literally just did the quizzes.
Okay. Be
Be be means
with.
with him.
Good, with him. Very good. He is from Hua.
Yeah. The word
إنني
Allah
بريء
here.
مما تشركون الذين آتيناهم الكتاب يعرفونه كما يعرفون أبناءهم الذين خسروا أنفسهم فهم لا يؤمنون ومن أظلم ممن افترى على الله كذبا وكذب بآياته إنه لا يفلح الظالمون ويوم نحشرهم جميعا ثم نقول للذين أشركوا أين شركاؤكم الذين كنتم تزعمون ثم لم تكن فتنتهم إلا أن قالوا ربنا والله ربنا
Rabbina.
ربنا.
Rabbina means we. So
Oh, that's
or
not a
na.
harf of jar, but still. Can you tell me what it means?
Rabbi.
Rabbina. My
Rabbina.
master.
My
Or
master.
Our master.
Our
Our
master,
master.
yeah.
Nice. Nice. عنهم.
Anhum. Anhum.
What does an mean?
عن, here عن means from, but go ahead.
From
From
him.
from him.
Nope.
From they. From them.
From them.
From they.
Min means from.
Yeah.
Again, a different kind of from. So,
Min means
minhum.
Minhum. From them.
From
Them.
them.
Them. Yeah.
Getting better. إليك.
Ilayka.
Ilayka.
Allah. إليك.
Ilayka.
Ila means towards.
Oh,
towards.
Towards like
Towards who?
Towards
Towards
them.
ka. No, ka is not
Towards
them.
you.
towards her.
I don't want guesses.
Towards her.
No, I don't want guesses.
Oh, towards Yushi.
Anta is you. Antuma is
You.
both of you.
Both of you.
Antum is
But
all of you.
all of you.
Anti is
Ki.
Yushi.
Oh, Yushi.
Is this ki?
No.
No.
Then why'd you say Yushi?
Oh.
Because you didn't follow the process.
It's ka. And
So-
ka
So-
comes from anta.
And anta means
And both you.
so. Ila means towards.
Towards you.
Towards you. أن يفقهوه وفي آذانهم وقرا وإن يروا كل آية لا يؤمنوا بها.
Biha.
بها.
With
With who?
With
I'll
him.
give you one guess. You said with him. You're out.
With her.
Why?
Because ha goes with the feminine part. I forgot what it was though.
Here.
He.
You got it right. With her.
oh.
Now each gets one chance.
Okay.
Okay.
يجادلونك يقول الذين كفروا إن هذا إلا أساطير الأولين وهم ينهون عنه وينأون عنه. عنه means about something. Your turn.
My turn.
Uh-huh.
About him.
Good, about him. And since it's the same, I won't ask you this one, Maryam. Anhu. About who comes from Hua, right?
Yeah.
Good. ولو ترى إذ وقفوا على النار فقالوا يا ليتنا نرد ولا نكذب بآيات ربنا ونكون من المؤمنين. Okay, we did all of them. Okay. Now.
We should do like a smaller surah. Like
Smaller surah?
yeah, like Baina.
Surah Al-Bayyinah.
I mean, I memorized that yesterday, so that's why it's in my head.
لم يكن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين منفكين حتى تأتيهم البينة رسول من الله يتلو صحفا مطهرة
فيها كتب
فيها
That's she.
Fi means in
In her.
in her. Now listen carefully. Can she be used in Arabic for a broken plural?
Yeah.
Can she be used for a
Yeah.
broken plural?
Yeah.
So fiha could mean in her. It can also mean in them.
And them. Oh yeah, cause
It would mean in them if it's being used for a broken plural.
yeah.
Kutubun qayyimatun. Kutubun means books. It's a broken plural. Allah talked about books that are upright, that He has always revealed. And so He says, and so Rasulun min Allah yatlu suhufa mutahhara fiha, in those scriptures, In them, there are upright books. فيها كتب قيمة.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Alhamdulillah. This is actually phenomenal progress.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't make you memorize the meanings of the harf of jar, but I certainly had you practice a lot of harf of jar today.
Yeah.
And you started getting to know some of the meanings too.
Yeah.
And you started seeing some of them in action with pronouns.
Yeah.
Go back to page 19 and look at this again. On page 19, we said if it's a pronoun with an ism, it becomes a mudaf and mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
And if it's a pronoun with a harf of jar, it becomes the jar majroor, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be jar. So the pronoun will be the ism will be the harf will be the jar and the pronoun will be the majroor. But on top it says an attached pronoun is nasab in two cases.
Yeah.
Right? And here your answer is going to be number 1, attached
Attached
to
to
a
a
fi'l, which we will discuss in detail later on.
why do I
Okay.
keep making it T?
But if it's attached to a fi'l, it's got to be nasab. Remember,
Nasab.
attached pronoun
Yeah.
can only be nasab or jar?
Yeah.
Well, if it's attached to a fi'l, a bajillion %, it's nasab.
Yes. Yeah.
And attached to
Attached to
harf of what?
Nasab.
nasab.
Obviously, anything after a harf of nasab is.
Nasab.
So if you're attached to a harf of nasab, you got to be.
Nasab.
Now, what are the harf of nasab?
إنا أنك النبي أن ليت لكن لألا.
Let's go back here. Huwa, huma, I wrote this so I can go back to it. Oh, we've been through a lot.
That's a lot of words.
Okay, those were your pronouns?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take one of them.
Okay.
Uh,
Inna.
let's take inna, fine.
Okay.
Inna means for sure.
For show.
For sure. Okay?
For show.
For sure he,
For show. For show.
inna what?
إنه.
For sure, he.
إنه.
Inna, it's not smiling.
Oh, inna. Oh,
Innahu.
yeah, it's not smiling. I was thinking something else. Innahu.
Innahu, for sure he.
Yeah.
For sure both of them.
إنهما.
For sure them.
إنهم.
For sure her.
إنها.
For sure both of them.
إنهما.
For sure those women.
إنهن.
إنهن أضللن كثيرا من الناس. For sure you.
إنك.
وإنك لعلى خلق عظيم. For sure both of you.
إنكما.
إنكما. For sure all of you.
إنكم.
إنكم كنتم قوما خاسرين. Yes.
إنكي.
إنك.
إنك.
إنك كنت من الخاطئين.
إنكما.
Mhm.
إنكن.
إنكن. إنكن. إننا.
إننا.
Oh, sorry. That's the إننا over here. إنني.
إنني.
And إننا. إنني.
إنني.
إننا. Certainly I. For sure I.
I.
Or for sure we. إننا.
Nana.
Same way as harf of
Yeah.
jar, right?
Yeah.
Except this time they're going to be nasab.
Yeah.
What does inna mean?
For
For
show.
sure.
For sure. Okay.
Or English terminology, for show.
For sure. For shizzle.
For shiz.
For shizzle, no.
Nobody's. I've never heard anybody say for shizzle.
Okay.
It's no. It's okay. It's okay. You're start, so you can make whatever word
Okay.
you want.
So culturally inept. Okay.
It's okay. You're not uncultured that much.
No, not at all. Okay. Let's go to page 20. Yeah, I'm about to give you a break soon.
Okay.
That was great work, guys.
Ansarukuma.
I want to know
Tens.
if this word is. You notice how it says rafa?
Yeah.
It says singular masculine because obviously you know what huwa means. It's one
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
and it's masculine and it's proper because it's always proper, right?
Yeah.
Now, nasaraha. I'm gonna help you a little bit. Nasara is a fi'l. Just write the word fi'l on top. Alay. What should I write? What kind of word is alay in alayna in number 7?
Alay is a.
Is a half of jar.
Harf
Good.
jar, yeah.
H-O-J.
H.
Wow, I don't know what happened to my HOJ, but okay. Qawm is nation. What kind of word is nation?
Qawm is
Qawm is a
rafa. No, not
qawm. What kind of word is qawm? Is it
jar.
ism, fi'l, or harf?
Jar.
Ism, fi'l, or harf? Nation.
It's an ism.
Good.
Ism. Oh yeah, it's ism.
Because it's referring to people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wa'ada is a fi'l. You haven't studied that in depth yet, so you'll just write fi'l here. Bi'anna, you should know what that is.
بأن.
What kind of word is that?
It's
That's,
a harf of
nasab. Jar.
So it's not a harf of
Oh,
jar.
it's a harf of nasab. Yeah.
So
it's
H-O-N.
لأن كأن بأن
Yeah.
Innani, in number 19. What kind of word is that?
Nasab.
إنني
Harf of
Nasab.
nasab. Good job. Ana, what kind of, there's no attached pronoun. Nothing
Ana.
attached. Min, number 25.
من من
Oh,
harf of jar.
Okay, harf of jar.
This is.
Okay,
a
bihi,
pronoun. B. Jar.
harf of jar. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Working from the bottom up.
Rabbiki.
Ism,
Ism. Okay. Ism. ألقيها.
that's a fi'l. You don't know it yet.
يهديه.
That's a fi'l. You don't know it yet.
هن.
Leave that one. Nasiruhuma is an ism.
اسم. هما.
Huma, whom you skip. Kitabu, you tell me if it's an ism, fi'l, or harf.
This is a ism.
Good, it's a thing.
Yeah. أخرجهما.
That's a fi'l. Nahnu means we, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Na tansurukuma, tansuru is a fi'l. Let's write that on top. It's a fi'l.
فعل.
Skip antunna, anta istaghfir will be a fi'l.
فعل.
Fihinna, you tell me what it's going to be.
فيهن حرف جر.
Good. You're getting the hang of this, mashallah.
Here it's
Kul would be an ism.
اسم. إني.
Innani,
إنني.
inna. What do you think?
حرف
إن
النسب.
أنا كان harf of jar or nasab. Yeah.
Harf of nasab. Alaykum.
This is from jar.
Good. It's a harf of
jar.
jar. Wonderful.
يعلمون.
Yu'allimuna would be fi'l.
فعل.
Okay. Now go back to page 19.
This is page 9.
This is page 20. Go back to page 19. An attached pronoun is nasab in 2 cases
Yeah.
and is jar in 2 cases.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. When is it nasab?
It's to attach to a fill.
When it's attached to an ism.
When is it nasab?
Oh, no, I was looking at jar. Oh, when
It's attached to a fill.
Or?
When
It's
attached to a harf of nasab.
Okay. And when is it jar?
When it
Ism is
forms a mudaf and mudaf ilayh.
ilayh.
Which means it's attached to an ism.
Yeah.
So if it's ism or harf of jar, it's jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it's fi'l and harf of nasab, it's nasab.
Nasab.
Write down just R and J for each of them.
Orange.
Is it rafa, nasab, or jar? I just want one answer. You can't have 2 answers anymore. It has to be one answer, either rafa or nasab or jar. So there's no nasab or jar answer.
Okay.
Take 5 minutes and answer all of them. And the clue is these rules you just wrote down.
Okay.
And you already know which one's a fi'l, which one's...
Yeah.
The words I made you write down is what is the word that it's attached to. Is it attached to an ism, a fi'l, or a harf?
قومي.
Okay?
Yeah. قومي.
So like, I'll help you with one of them.
Okay.
Let's do number 10. Qawmi. I wrote, what did you write on top? Qawmi. What
Ism.
kind of word is qawm? Ism? Now go back here. If it's attached to an ism,
A مضاف and a مضاف.
therefore what status is the pronoun?
jar.
That's why the answer here is going to be jar.
Jar.
Got it? Number
Yeah.
10 is going to be jar.
Yeah.
Now do all of them.
Okay.
By the way, if it's not attached to anything and it's original, what status is it?
Pronoun.
Yeah.
Oh no. It's.
If it's an original,
Rafa.
independent, yeah, rafa. So if you see one that doesn't have anything, it's just going to be R,
No,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, get to it.
Okay. Mouse. Oh, you dropped your mouse. So.
Yes.
Oh, I drew that like the Robin signal. Oh my gosh. Artist out here.
Kiddos, you're doing phenomenally well.
Okay. Attached to a fi'l. just gotta write nasab. Harf of jar. So you want us anta or antunna? You want us to skip those or no?
No, you can answer
Just
it.
put
If
rafa.
rafa nasab or jar.
Yeah.
You should be able to answer if anta or atunna are rafa nasab or jar.
Yeah. It's pretty. Nahnu.
I'm so excited for you guys and for all of you. I mean, all of you. I'm really excited for you.
Your face just stand out to the side. What did I draw at 26?
Because
What?
you're starting to see how it's all going to come together now.
Yeah. And ism.
And it's just the fundamentals.
Jar.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine? And you do your astaghfirullah al-azim, but like the movie trailer voice. Can you imagine?
Astaghfirullah al-azim. This summer, Arabic is coming to you.
Anna is.
Yes, very good.
Wait, inna and yeah.
Yes, you got it. Don't doubt yourself.
This is a harf of nasab. Just looks like the crocodile symbol.
Done?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Now I don't want you to look back. I want you to get so good at that you just get the answer quickly.
Okay.
2 cases are nasab, 2 cases are?
Jar.
All right, let's see. Jawad, let me see what people answer to, okay?
Okay.
Number 2, Nahnu, what did you get?
Nahnu, I got rafa.
Good, because.
Because
Maryam,
it-
because. Maryam, because.
It's one of the ones that are in the beginning.
Independent.
Yeah, independent.
Pronoun.
Independent pronoun will be Rafa.
Rafa.
By the way, those of you that are Arab, like, Usal, what's the terminology for an independent pronoun? ضمير منفصل في محل رفع. ضمير منفصل, that's what they call it. Doesn't make you more Islamic, but now you know. The attached pronoun is called ضمير متصل في محل نصب or في محل جر. Okay?
I only understood rafa and jar from that conversation.
That's
what I
right.
said.
But you will understand all of that. Just give me a couple of months.
A couple months, inshallah.
And you can be like,
Inshallah,
I'm ready to give a khutbah now, Dad. Get off the camera. It's my turn. This is my house now. That's what's going to happen to you.
I really wouldn't mind giving a khutbah.
I would mind.
You would mind?
Yeah?
Okay, I would do.
Okay.
Nasab.
It's nasab because,
Why?
Because
it's
when
a-
a word is attached
to
to
a
a
fi'l,
fi'l,
it
it's
becomes
nasab.
nasab.
That's attached to it. Yeah, that's awesome. Very good job.
5.
Uh,
Gotta go down.
gotta go down.
Gotta go down. Oh, that one's nasab.
Number 5. Yeah. Number 4.
Number 4? Oh, this
I'll
is
just go down. It's easier for me.
a fi'l. It's nasab.
Nasb.
Yeah.
Ha would be nasb here.
Yeah.
Na in alayna would be
Jar.
Jar.
jar. What does alayna mean? Alayna means on. Ala means on.
On us.
On.
Excellent. On us.
On us.
Now you're not just doing grammar, you're starting to figure out meanings too.
Yeah.
On us. Good.
On us.
Qawmi. What's it going to be? The E.
Jar.
Why?
Because it's an ism, and if it's attached to an ism, it becomes jar.
Why does an ism become jar if it's attached? Why does a pronoun become jar if it's attached to an ism? Because they become a...
Mudaf and mudaf ilayh.
Yes. MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah alayk.
Mashallah. Yeah.
MashaAllah alayk.
You sound Arab.
With you.
Should do like an Arab accent.
This is one old lady that used to come to my lectures.
Uh-huh.
And she spoke English, but in Egyptian,
Oh, okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
And what she meant to say is, may Allah accept it from you,
Uh-huh.
right? Taqabbalallahu minka.
Yeah.
But she wanted to say it in English to me all the time. So she said, may Allah take it from you. May Allah take it from you. I was like, no, may Allah not take it from me. Keep it with me.
Wait, let's take it from you.
It was adorable.
That would be funny.
Anyway, it's like, why did she give me a bad dua? May Allah take it from you. She meant, may Allah accept it from you.
Oh, okay. Did she say it in Arabic finally?
Yeah, she would say it in Arabic first, Taqabbalallahu minki, Sheikh. I was like, Lastu Sheikh, I'm not a Sheikh. She said, may Allah take it from you. I was like, no, please don't take it from me. Ya Allah, give it back. Okay, Qawmi means my nation.
Yeah, my nation.
My nation, right? Okay, number 12. It's a fi'l, therefore.
That's
it's
13.
nasab.
That's what I said. 13.
It's nasab.
It's
Nasab,
nasab.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's nasab. 16.
nasab.
Why?
Because
Because it's a harf of nasab.
nasab,
Oh.
and it nerbifies
It
it.
nasabifies
This
it.
nasbalizes it.
Nasabilizes it.
Or nasbifies it. Or
Okay.
nasbicates it.
Nerbifies it.
Nerve? Doesn't make sense.
Like a
I
nerd.
don't want to make
But
sense.
It's a
nerdifies-
nasbinator.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the Terminator.
Or the inator from Phineas and Ferb.
Astaghfirullah, Sarah.
Astaghfirullah.
You
Okay.
don't watch movies?
Yeah,
They're
no, Ilahi wa inna.
cartoons. I just watch Islamic cartoons. That's all my day.
Please don't
revolves-
watch Islamic cartoons. They're so boring. Okay, innani. Innani.
It's a harf of nasab.
It's
so
a
it's
harf of
nasab.
nasab. then.
Harf of nasab. So it's
Yes.
the knee would be nasab then.
Yeah.
Yes. What does it mean? What does inna mean?
Inna
Inna
means
means-
I mean, for sure you remember what inna means.
For sure.
for
sure.
sure.
Us.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure. Us.
Oh,
You get one
no.
guess. You got it wrong.
For sure, I.
For sure I.
Yeah.
We have a winner.
Yeah. She took it from me. Yeah.
He took it from you.
I was wrong. I'm gonna pull a TJ Diddle. I was robbed, man.
Inna
sorry.
na. Inna
Inna
na
na.
would be from us.
Yeah.
Or certainly us. Ana
Anna is an attached pronoun, so it's Rafa.
Would you?
is not an attached pronoun.
Oh, it's
so it's
not.
Rafa.
It's
Yeah.
Rafa.
You said the wrong word, but the right idea. Minhu.
Minhu is
Wait,
a
wait. Let Ahmed.
Minhu is jar because it's a
If
harf
min means from, what does minhu mean?
from, and who from hua, and so who or he, so means. Wait, what does min
From.
mean? From him.
Oh, good job. I tried to make you nervous. It didn't work. Minhu. Bihi.
Bihi.
It's a
Harf of jar,
so
so
it's
it's
jar.
jar.
Okay, what does bihi mean? If bi means with, Maryam.
With her.
Nope, that's wrong.
Really?
Bihi means with,
Uh-huh.
and he,
Comes from.
hua, so who
Oh, wait,
He.
it would be her would be her.
with
Yes.
with him.
With him. You got that one right, and you realized it correctly.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're making mistakes, because those mistakes make you remember stuff forever.
Yeah.
Because they burn in your soul. Because your brother got it. You're like,
Yeah.
ah.
I got more than him, so it's fine.
No, it's not fine. Don't say it's fine. Compete. Complacency. I got more than him, so I'm okay. How much more than you got?
A couple?
No,
Yeah, a
you don't
lot
keep
wrong.
count. I keep count.
No, we tied up, right?
No, we didn't.
Okay, fine. You tied up. Nahnu.
Nahnu is
Nahnu.
Rafa because it's not
It's
it's
not
just
an
a
attached
pronoun.
pronoun.
It's not attached. It's independent. Yeah.
Yeah.
أخرجهما مريم.
Nasab.
Thank you, Mariam. You sound different today. Sound very manly today, Mariam. What's happened? Did you have, like, what did you eat for breakfast? Huh? This is what happens when you eat organic food? Is that what? Okay. أخرجهما. Both of them, yes.
Yes.
So this is nasab. You're right because it's attached to a fi'il. كتابكن مريم.
Okay, so that's it's an ism, so it's
Yes.
nasab.
I want you to translate it.
Okay,
I'll give you a few seconds. Think it through.
I forgot what that one.
Wait, she didn't
Kitab?
say. She said something else. She
Oh.
didn't say Jad.
I know.
I said nasab.
Yeah, I know. You said nasab, right?
Yeah.
Because you're committed to nasab? Because it's an ism, right?
Oh.
Kitab is an ism, right?
You're very to
No, wait. No, finish. You're right.
You made the mistake now. Do it.
You're right?
I just went too fast and I put that.
Okay.
Okay.
So tell me what's the right answer.
So it's jad
Why?
because in ism is jad.
A
A
pronoun
pronoun
attached to an ism is jar.
jad. Yeah,
Yeah.
pronoun attached to an ism is jad.
Yes, the pronoun is jar. The ism could be rafa, which it is. It's the pronoun that becomes jar. Good. And the pronoun because why is it jar?
Because
Because they become a. Because they become a.
because they come in mudaf and mudaf ilayh.
Allahu Akbar. Very good. Very good. Now tell me, what does it mean? What that means?
What's her social means?
Kitab means alligator. Kunna means helicopter.
Yeah. Kitab means Bugatti.
Gotta stop.
The kunna means
Okay.
chopper.
Come on, 20 seconds.
Okay, wait, no. Okay.
19.
So kitab means book, and then kunna. So kunna. Wait, Anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna. So that is the feminine version. So it's book of them ladies.
Close.
Them ladies' books.
Also wrong.
Them ladies' books.
Back to her.
Book of all
You
of-
said book of those ladies. You said basically book of those ladies. Both of you were wrong. It's back to your turn.
Okay, so
You're very close.
Them ladies' book.
book of all of them ladies.
Again, wrong.
Them. Oh wait, no. Hold on. Kitab means book. Kunna comes from. Anti, antuma, antunna.
It's ladies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then kitab means book, right?
Uh-huh.
So them ladies' book.
Nope, wrong again. Mariam, I'm going to keep going all day if you don't get it. I don't care.
Book
Book
of
of-
all of them ladies.
No,
I
again,
think I
wrong.
said that
The
already.
ladies part is right.
The
The
ladies.
all part is right. There's still something wrong.
Wait, hold on. So
Go back and think, what does anta mean? What does antuma mean?
وهو هما هم هي هما هن أنت أنتما.
What does anta mean?
Anta means you, both of you.
Page.
All of you. No, hold on. All of them ladies' books.
Nope.
Yeah. Sad it's your turn. هو هما هم هي هما.
Mariam, can I ask you, what does anta mean?
Anta means anta. Farad, be quiet. Anta would be ka, so that means she, isn't it? She,
No.
doesn't it? Oh,
Both of you go back to page 18.
okay. Anta,
No. What does hua mean?
hua means he.
Huma.
Both of them
Mm-hmm. Hum.
means
They. Hiya means?
she.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them. Huma means both of them.
Uh-huh.
Hun, oh, they.
Now, you kept saying, both of you kept saying them ladies, them ladies, them ladies. Is the word hunna?
Oh.
Is the word hunna?
No.
Okay.
But if it's not hunna, how can you say them ladies?
You're right.
You got it?
Yeah.
Now, the other thing is, all the words that start with an H, give me your pencil. These words. Oh my God. That sound murders me.
I know. Hurts my ears.
No, you.
No, you. Okay, no, you.
Can't use the word you here.
Okay.
They're all far away. But the moment you hear unt anything, it's you always. Now, antunna was ladies,
Yeah.
but you kept saying them ladies. Which ladies is it?
Oh, you ladies.
You ladies.
Oh, okay, you ladies.
How will you remember that? The anta, you said anta is she.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's no. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's a masculine. It's masculine, right?
Masculine what?
Masculine you.
Yes, it's you. Now the reason you did that is because you memorized it as a line. So you used this line's translation on this line.
Oh, okay.
You see what you see what
Yeah.
you're doing? You gotta stick to the words. All the H words are not the word you. And the ant words are always with a U. Anti, antuma, antum. They have an ant in it. So long as they have ant in it, they gotta have a U in it. Okay? Now, kitabu kunna,
Y'all
you,
ladies books.
y'all ladies book.
books.
Book.
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all
Book is still one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, y'all ladies book.
Okay. Wow, I'm scrolling and the ism is scrolling. Okay. Number 11.
Number 11.
Number
Ahmed.
Huma. It's rafa because it's an independent pronoun.
Excellent. It's rafa. Huma. Mariam.
what numbers? 14. 14. Okay, so that is an independent pronoun. So trafa.
Good. Nasiru huma. It says it's an ism. So what do you say to that?
Oh, no. It's jar.
Good. Why?
Because an ism that is attached to it, it becomes mudaf and mudaf ilayh, and mudaf ilayh becomes a jar.
Right. So now, what comes between a mudaf and a mudaf ilayh?
Of.
Good. Nasir means helper.
Helper.
Translate this.
Helper of. Wait, so what? Wait.
One
So-
chance.
One chance?
Uh-huh.
One
Helper
chance
of.
only?
Uh-huh.
One
And
chance
then it goes to
save my
Maryam.
life? Okay. Hua, homa. Homa means. So hua, he, both of them.
Nasir means helper.
Both of them helped?
No, helper. Helper.
You got it wrong.
Yeah, I got it
No, you got the pronoun right, so I let him translate that.
wrong. Okay. So helper
What goes between mudaf and mudaf ilayh?
of.
Mm-hmm.
Helper of. Helper of. See, I know.
You're right there. You're
Yeah.
right there. You have it. Just say the word.
Helper of both of them.
That's it.
Oh, I was doubting myself.
That's it.
You insecure, Farad. Don't be insecure.
The helper of both of them.
Helper of both of them.
Very good. Hunna, Maryam?
Hunna is an independent pronoun, so it's rafa.
Independent pronoun. Questions so far, guys? On the internet? Jawad, what do we have?
I think I've addressed most of the stuff.
Okay. Okay, good. Yahdihi. What's the status of the he?
Sahar. It's nasab
Good. Why?
because it's a fi'l.
Yes. Alqiha.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
It's a fi'l, so it becomes nasab.
Good. Rabbiki.
It's an ism and it's nasab.
Ism it's nasab?
Oh, oops, I forgot. I know I went too fast on that one too.
See, you're married to it. Like, you gotta unmarry. You gotta be like, no.
Gotta look at each question on its own. What does Rabb mean?
Rab means master.
Good.
Master.
Translate it for me, Maryam. One chance.
My
Rabbiki.
master.
Nope.
Oh,
Your
our
chan-
master.
No, no, no.
Okay.
You did. Nope. Also
It's
wrong, but
obvious.
Rabbiki. So,
don't rush it.
Rabbi.
Rabb is master.
Rabb is master. Ki is from bata. No, what am I doing? Huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna, anta. So, anta antum antum. Ka koma kom. Ki. Master of she.
Close, but no. Maryam,
Her master.
also wrong.
Master.
Oh,
Making the
it's
same mistake as last
it's a
time.
mudaf and a mudaf ilay.
That's not the mistake.
Oh, that's not okay.
The same mistake you made in number 8 is what you're making now.
Okay, so master, Rabbiki is from the feminine part. So Rabbiki, master,
If you remember
master
what...
of yours.
master of yours.
Yes,
yeah,
master
Yeah.
of you talking to a woman.
Yeah. It's still mine.
Do you see what the mistake is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see feminine, you go to the word she.
Yeah.
It's you, she, so master of yours
Master of yours.
when you're
yeah.
talking to a girl.
Yeah.
Rabbi ki. It's good to make this mistake because this is what's going to help you a lot in avoiding mistakes in the future. This is very common mistakes that even adult students make when they are studying this subject. Okay, I'm starting from the bottom, number 30.
30.
يُعَلِّمُونَا.
That's my turn.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It is fi'l, so it's nasab.
Good. عَلَيْكُمْ.
It's a half of jar, so it's jar.
It's a harf of jar, so it's jar. Good. Translation. Alay means on.
On alaykum. That's oh, I was just something else. Alaykum. Okay, so alaykum rhymes with huwa. Is huwa first, right? Huwa.
Uh-huh.
Huwa huma hum. Hiya huma hunna. Anta antuma antunna.
You did it again.
Oh, anta
You did this
antuma,
again.
Anta antuma antum.
You know what you did, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anta antuma antum anti antuma antunna.
You didn't have to keep going because you already found the match. Anta antuma.
Antum.
Uh-huh.
Oh, antum. Okay, that's the third one. So the third one is you. It's the masculine you.
You what? You how many?
You.
Anta is you.
You.
Antuma is.
Both of you. All
Antum
of you.
is. There you go.
On all
Ala
of,
means on.
on all of you.
On all of you. I want to get to the point where this is like, you get it.
Yeah.
Page 18 comes off of your brain.
Okay.
Innani.
Innani, this is a harf of nasab, so it's nasab.
It's a harf of nasab, so it's nasab. Very good. Kulluhum.
21. Okay, so it's an ism, so it's jar.
It's an ism, so it's jar. Kul means all. What does kulluhum mean, Maryam?
Kulluhum. So that's
You get stuck with all the meaning ones. That's okay.
all. So hum. Hum is they.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
What did kul mean?
All.
All of they.
All of they.
All of them.
All of them. Yeah.
All of them.
Proper English.
Here.
It's rafa, because this is an independent pronoun, so it likes to be lonely. So it's rafa.
Fihinna.
Fihinna is a harf of jar, so it's jar.
What does it mean? Fi means in.
Fi in. Fi hinna. So that is hinna. Huwa huma hum. Hiya huma hunna. So hunna. Hunna is them or
Yes.
them ladies.
Yes.
So it's what is fi
In
them ladies.
them ladies.
She gets stuck with every like meaning when I
You
feel
go.
bad.
Tommy يقدر ينال.
استغفره.
Your turn.
It's fi'l, it's nasab.
Okay. Anta.
Anta, it's an attached pronoun, so it's rafa.
It's an unattached
Oh, it's
pronoun.
an unattached pronoun, so it's rafa.
Okay. Antunna.
Antunna, it's rafa, so it's lonely and it's independent.
Okay. Kuma.
Okay, so that's a fi'l. It's a nasab.
It's a fi'il and it's
Nasab.
nasb. Okay. This is what you're gonna do for homework. Even though class time isn't over yet, I'll give you a short break. But this is what you're gonna do for homework. Page number. This is 20.
Yeah. 21.
Not 21. Page 20 and page. Let me look at it in mine.
No,
Page 20 and page. '24. Page 20 and page 24.
Okay.
2 pages. Yeah? You're going to translate all the attached pronouns or the independent pronouns. You're just translating the pronouns and writing the meaning of the pronoun in the boxes. So, for example, on page 20, what I want from you, you see it says huwa,
Yeah.
it says he next to it,
Yeah.
and then the next number 4, it says ha, and it says her. So in the next one, number 7, it's na, right?
Yeah.
So I want we or us.
Okay.
Over there, I want we or us.
Yeah.
But I want you to do that without looking. You can study page 18, review it, go over the meanings.
Yeah.
But once you start doing it, it's almost like you're quizzing yourself.
Okay.
And I want you to do it without looking at the answers, all of you.
Yeah.
Just write the meaning of each pronoun in the boxes.
Okay.
Right? If you wrote the meanings in, erase them. Do it over. Or reprint this page. But write the meanings without looking in the boxes, and then check your answers.
Okay.
And see if you got it right.
Yeah.
Okay? But I really, that's the only way I'm going to get you to get really comfortable with the pronouns. So that's absolutely fundamental.
Yeah.
Now, the same thing is going to happen on page 24, but it's a lot easier because most of the translation has already been given to you. So I'm going to give you the first one, anfusukum. The kum comes from antum,
Yeah.
which means all of you. So that means yourselves. That means what?
Yourselves.
Yourselves. And the baghyukum is already given to you now, your rebellion, right?
Yeah.
Because kum comes from antum. And so you're going to go down the list and translate each of these.
There's already a few with come again, so I'm just writing those down. The ones with come again.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You understand the homework?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, take a quick 5-minute break. Then we'll wrap it up. I'll share your screen, Jawad. Once you show it to me.
Okay.
There you go. Take.
Okay. I did note down some questions that you all had from earlier, so I want to go through those first, inshallah. Okay. Does the atun atin combo give feminine connotation to all non-human plurals? If you see atun or the atin combination, then yes, you can assume that word is feminine. And if it's non-human, then you can assume it's feminine singular. That's correct. Atun atin is feminine, no matter if it's human or non-human. should actually, I don't know if I want to cover that one. Number 50. So we talked about number 50 on page 18, no, 17. Ustad mentioned number 50 on page 17, and he explained why it was masculine. And I know that the answer key for number 50 says it's feminine, but that's a mistake in the answer key. It should be masculine, as per Ustad's explanation. This is one of the rare cases where even though it has atun atin, that's not a combination, and the word just happens to look like that. In the first hour, we went over page 18, and we did a number of examples and walked through them with Ustad. So whenever ZOS and some other people asked a similar question as well, for the dual version of the pronouns, so huma and antuma, the masculine and the feminine look the same. And the way you would tell the difference between them when they're being used is by the context, right? Remember, the masculine is used anytime you're talking about only men or only masculine things, or if you're also talking about masculine and feminine. But if you're talking about only feminine, then uh, the feminine is used. But because huma and antuma look the same in masculine and feminine, you don't have to worry about using the right one. You just have to worry more about which two things are being talked about, right? So if, for example, I'm saying the sentence like uh, Ahmed and Maryam went to the store, right? And then later I used the dual pronoun. Uh, you guys don't know fi'ls yet, but I use the dual version of the pronoun to describe them instead of saying their names again. Then all you have to remember is that Ahmed and Maryam are the two people that are being referred to in the pronoun. I hope that makes sense. Duals are simpler than the other ones because they look the same. What's the difference between 19 and 24? What is that on page 17 or is that on page 20? Oh, okay. On 20. Innani and innani, they are the same. They're the same. 19 and 24 on page 20 are the same. And I know the answer key for one of them says masculine and the other one says masculine and feminine, but um, it would be masculine or feminine. You would have to look at who the ni is, who the ni is referring to get the correct answer. Number 44 on page 17. Let's see. Okay, 44 on page 17 is Qur'anan. And so what we have to keep in mind is this is not the name of the book, the Quran. If we're talking about the book, that would be Al-Quran, right? Here we don't have Al, so this isn't the name of the book. Quran just means recitation. Any kind of recitation can be called Quran. So this is not proper because it's not a proper name. So if that's what you were thinking, then try to remember this for the future, inshallah. Al-Quran is the book. This is not Al-Quran. This is Qur'anan, and there's no reason for it to be proper. So we're going to say it's common. And the ending sound here tells us it's nasab. it's singular, it's just one recitation, and it's masculine because there's no reason for feminine. So it's nasab, singular, masculine, common. So I answered this already, but some of you are asking when we have the pronoun fi or another similar pronoun that ends in ya, and then after that we have the attached pronoun for ana. Why is it iya instead of e? That's because I mean the first and foremost reason is that's just because how it is. That's how it's used. If you want to go a little bit deeper into it, when it comes to regular spoken Arabic, we don't really stretch words this long. When it comes to Quran and recitation, then we have longer stretches. But in spoken Arabic, you don't say words with this long of a stretch. You'll never see someone say be and it be a normal word. You might hear somebody say it if they're like exaggerating something, but not as a normal word. You don't really go past the length of fi. So to show that there's another ya there, we combine it into the shadda. Fiya. Same thing with ilayya, same thing with alayya, and so on. Some of you are asking about if the answer key is wrong on page 17 for number 47, al-qasasi. Al-qasas means stories. It's a broken plural, so it should be singular feminine. And it does say singular masculine, that's incorrect. It should be singular feminine. Hina, that's correct. Any country, if you're using its proper name, will be feminine. Sayyid, which page? Is this on page 17 or is this on an earlier page? Because I know it came up multiple times.
Okay, if I take your screen off?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I think some people are asking about the attachment of ya, right?
Yeah, I was explaining why it's fiya instead of fi.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Or ilayya or alayya. So with fi and ana, or ala and ana, and ila and ana, you have to use the attached version. So it'll be fiya or alayya or ilayya. Maybe like that. Okay. Why? I'll get you the fax number for the Saudi embassy. Perhaps they will have an answer. But this was done in a barbecue
You have
a
thousands.
very long time ago, so it's settled.
Also,
This
It's not up for
barbecue is
debate
from
anymore.
Isha to
there was a
Fajr
question about why we say
on a summer
Assalamu
day.
alaikum
Yes.
instead of using the proper pronoun.
Okay, so Assalamu alaikum is what we say to each other, yeah? And Assalamu alaikum, kum comes from antum, which means all of you. So I'm talking to you when I say salam to all of you,
Yeah.
but you're just one guy.
Yeah, so it doesn't make
So I
sense.
should say Assalamu alayka,
Yeah.
ka is anta, and to you I should say Assalamu alayki,
Yeah.
right? But I recognize that when I say salam to you, there's an angel here, there's an angel here. That means there's three, which means masculine.
Yeah.
And there may be other angels surrounding us.
Yeah.
And there may even be jinns that are believers we don't know of
Yeah.
that are surrounding us. So there's the unseen realm.
Yeah.
And so I recognize all of that and say, peace on all of you. And then you respond with
Walaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Peace on all of you right back. So it's actually a recognition of the unseen that we say assalamu
You did like a mini
alaikum.
khutbah, like assalamu alaikum. Like,
I could go mini khutbah. Assalamu alaikum.
yeah, like
But
on the
I got-
importance of it and like why if you use it you shouldn't like be mean to that person.
Yeah,
You know
You're
you
right.
talked about that
I
once.
did talk about that once. You're right. I was like, that sounds familiar. That's because I did say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought
There's a. Oh. Okay. So now we've done some amazing work today. If you guys didn't realize, I know it may have felt overwhelming because we didn't hit the pronouns like a punching bag before. We just memorized them and moved on. But
Yeah.
now I'm asking you to recognize them and connect things together.
Yeah.
I don't think we need review of the harf of jar and the harf of nasab, maybe a little bit of the harf of nasab. We are pretty good for day 4 because we've kind of reviewed pronouns and how they are used,
Yeah.
which is a lot of work. Tomorrow we'll review some of that again, just going over your homework, because I think your homework will absolutely solidify this concept for you if you follow my instructions. Once again, page 20 and 24, your job is to translate them. Just translate the pronouns, not the whole phrase, just the pronouns that are at the end. And if they're independent, just translate the independent pronoun. The thing is, a lot of you are going to translate anti as she. And that's a problem. Anti is the feminine you,
Yushi.
right? And hiya and anti will get confused with each other. Or hunna and antunna will get confused with each other,
Yeah.
right? So the only way to fight that confusion is to do that enough times that each of them, you put them in their place and you no longer confuse them with each other.
Yeah.
And what a powerful skill that is. I cannot undervalue how powerful that skill is, because your Quran reading will absolutely be transformed. Even after today's lesson, if you just listen to recitation of Quran, the way the pronouns are going to kick you in the face when you read and you hear them is going to be different. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا نحن
Yeah.
أعطينا نحن ك أنت الكوثر فصل لربك أنت وانحر إن شانئك أنت هو الأبتر هو. Right? إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك أنت واستغفر هو إنه هو كان توابا. You're just going to start hearing them. Whoa, he, you, I, we. Now I don't even know the subject yet, but I know who Allah is talking about. He's talking about us.
Yeah.
He's talking about them. He's talking about you. He's talking about her.
Yeah.
It's just going to start messing with your head. And that's a really great bit of progress. Just like Rafa' Nasab Jar was clicking, now pronouns need to start clicking, right? And inshallah, after 2024, tomorrow my plan is to review all of Mudaf Mudaf ilayh, even the complicated kinds of Mudaf Mudaf ilayh. Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll also cover, I told you before, an ism could be a person, place, thing, idea, adjective, adverb, and more. Tomorrow's the day we learn about what more means. So we didn't do that last time, but we're going to do it this time. So we're going to go through more. And if time permits, then we're probably also going to cover adjectives tomorrow. So those are the 3 things that I'd like to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Idafa, and then adjectives, and then special mudafs, which is a thing called special mudaf. So if we can do those 3 things, then we're completely on track, inshallah. And we're going to get some new work done this time that we didn't get to do last time, but we do have to get done this time, inshallah. So we have most of this, 80% of what I'm going to teach you in this run is review, and about 20% is new stuff, right? And I'm holding off on the new stuff till the end, but some new stuff will come along even tomorrow, inshallah. But I do hope that as you're reviewing it, older things are becoming more solid now. And older things are becoming easier and more comfortable now. The first time you got bombarded with them, now you're getting bombarded with them a second time, you're like, it doesn't hurt as much. I'm already numb on this side. Right, so they're like, guy hit me again. Nah, it didn't even hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a good thing. I do want you to become numb to the pain and just get these fundamentals conquered, inshallah. So I am very, very happy with the progress that we've made thus far. And Also, because I'll be frank with you, because I don't see any benefit in not being as open and candid with, yourselves. You're invested with me. You're putting so much time and effort with me, so I consider you an extension of the Bayina family, really.
Yeah.
Right? So there are internal conversations in the organization about technology issues, financial issues, or whatever else. But some things I think all of you should be familiar with. So we got inundated with thousands of requests from you, from all over the world, trying to get sponsorships, trying to get into this program. And a lot of you are having tech issues. And our team, I don't have hundreds of people working on the tech team. There are a handful of people on the tech team and the customer service teams that are trying to respond to as many inquiries as possible. So I can tell you that when I made the announcement and it went a little crazy, we ended up with about 10,000 customer service requests, 10,000, and that are unanswered. And then over the weekend, it was reduced to about 5,000. So the team has done phenomenal amount of work trying to address as much as possible. My hope was everything will be addressed, and after 3 or 4 days, we're going to be on the Bayina platform to finish the rest of this intensive. That hasn't happened yet, and I'm not going to put too much pressure on my team, so I'm going to continue on social media until all of that's completely addressed and everybody's comfortably on the new platform. I'm in no rush to rush everybody into the platform. I just want to make sure the learning doesn't discontinue for anybody. That's my primary concern. And then that's there. The platform is there. Its benefits are there. And inshallah, the point is, it's not just these intensives. After this, the team that's working on this, we have some pretty robust things in place. Like right now it's PDFs, right? You guys answer these questions and we solve them in class. But actually, a lot of the exercises in future portions of this curriculum are actually going to be kind of like a Duolingo type. Like you just, answer and you get a response immediately and you can check which answers are wrong. And I can see on the back end, 80% of you got question number 4 wrong, so we should review that first. And so the data and the analytics from the entire worldwide group is going to be gathered from the platform that we're putting together. But that's later on in the curriculum. So inshallah, for now, you don't have to worry about that. Inshallah, if you are getting through and you have access to Bayna TV, I would actually prefer that you get more used to watching the class from that platform. And I've got TAs dedicated to answering your comments from there, because eventually all of us are going to be there anyway. But again, until that's completely resolved for every single person, I'm not pushing it there exclusively until that's done. And I'm hoping in the next few days that it will be done. But if it doesn't get done by the end of this intensive, so be it. That's okay. I don't mind teaching on, Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff. That's completely fine, inshallah. So jazakumullahu khairan, all of you. Keep up with the work. If you felt your brain was fried, go eat something, take a nap, then watch the stuff again. If you guys have some kind of players, I think YouTube has a 1.5 speed player or whatever, and you can listen to it a little bit fast if you want to go over some items again and do some of the exercises again. And inshallah, we're here to help. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you again, Jawad.